Hello, good evening and welcome to episode 23 of the Sopherone Saga, right here in Penny Dragon Games. My name is Dave Gibson and I am the Dungeon Master. First up, we have a few announcements to get through before we start tonight's adventure. Charge your particle cannons, prime your plasma engines, and prepare your synaptic relays for the D&D 5e science fiction game you've been waiting for, because Penny Dragon Games have launched a new Kickstarter for Waystar. There's 3 days left, I think. Anyway, Waystar is a new Dungeons & Dragons 5e conversion that uses familiar rules and preserves the fast-paced nature of the 5e system that so many enjoy. Waystar is designed to do three things: to use familiar rules so you can hit the ground running with minimal effort, to create a fast-paced, immersive, action-packed experience, and to accommodate campaigns that feel like your favorite science fiction movies. Waystar was fully funded in 30 minutes, and we've already smashed through 9 stretch goals. Only 3 more remain. So keep an eye on the chat and click the link when it pops up to jump straight over to the Kickstarter. This Kickstarter will end on Monday evening, so you only have a few days left to be a part of it. Once again, we've hit September on Twitch, which means users can get up to 30% off subs this month. So there's no better time to hit that sub button, which will also allow you to give inspiration to a player of your choice. Choose wisely. You can buy merch for the Sopherone Saga and all of the other streams on Penny Dragon's merch store right now. Just click the link in the chat when it pops up and it will direct you right over there. All of the VODs are available on the Penny Dragon YouTube, and you'll find the other streams there too, neatly sorted into playlists. So give us a like and a sub and help us to grow that channel. Let's take a quick look ahead now to the other streams on Penny Dragon Games. So the Violet Madness is back on Sunday, and the gang seek to cross Lake Islith to Leyden to confront Shadar's past and all of the horrors that dwell within. Mark is torturing me. Fellowship of the Fallen was live on Tuesday, and the Fellowship have dealt with the vampire in Fandolin and its undead minions. But why were they attacked by Valine and a horde of kobolds? Catch the VOD over on the YouTube channel now. We entered the world of Andromedus on Tuesday night, where DM Carrig puts a novice adventuring party full of very much not novice players to the test in order to plunder an item of incredible power in this world run by magic and its users. So there'll be no Candlekeep mysteries. Where's that gone? I've moved up my screen. There we are. There'll be no Candlekeep mysteries on Thursday the 22nd. Instead, there will be a Pathfinder 2e one-shot. An old sage was kidnapped from the village of Salvoy by an ogre. But what was its reason? Come find out in Torment and Legacy. The VOD for episode 1 of Journeys to the Radiant Citadel is up on the YouTube channel right now, and it sees a new party fleeing their conquered homeland with an army at their backs. But will their new home prove to be just as dangerous? And on Friday, September 23rd, the Churn Gang will delve into Underfall to investigate rumors of an old shrine of the Earth God deep beneath the Alderheart. That's most of our stuff coming up. I'd like to give a big thanks to our man in the Tech Bunker, Christian, who looks after all things Twitch, streaming, and of course, keeping the goblins out of chat, and we could not do this without him. I'd like to thank, as always, Kate from It's a Map for creating all of the amazing maps you see right here in the Sopherone Saga. You can find her on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at It's a Map IRE. Please give her a follow. And if you're looking for a battle map, I believe she's open for commission. She created that awesome graveyard map you see right there. Moving on. All of the music you hear is from Tabletop Audio, so you can go over to their website and check out what they do. And you can also influence the game directly from chat. So if you drop some of your hard-earned channel points, you can give the DM or some players the use of a bless spell, or if you give us a sub, you can give a player or the DM an inspiration. If you scroll down to the About section down there, you'll be able to see what else you can do with them. With all of that out of the way, let's meet our heroes. Let's start with Josephus tonight.
Just gotta turn off my mic. Hello.
Yay.
I am Josephus. I am playing Robert Seth Cooper. He is a human rogue. He's kind of weird. He writes books, and he is definitely not cursed.
Okay, thank you for that. Sorry, I clicked something there by accident. My bad. Sorry, let's move on to Jean.
How's it, everyone? I'm Jean. I'll be playing Lamut, the half druid. Yeah, sleeping in a graveyard for some reason. He does not like this idea.
Okay, thank you for that. Fona, you're up.
Hi, so yeah, I'm Fona and I play Scales, the Dragonborn Barbarian, who is actually kind of psyched to be sleeping in a graveyard because it seems like an interesting thing to try.
Interesting. Carrig, let's go next.
I'm Carrig. I play Ren, the human wizard of School of Transmutation. Ren is also kind of iffy on sleeping in this graveyard, but thankfully he has cast his handy, Liamon's tiny hut to hopefully keep the party safe, unless Dave is evil and throws something from underground.
Of course I am. Thanks, Carrig. Ryan.
Hi guys, I'm Ryan, aka Deranged Rhino, and this evening I am playing Mizelu. He is a half elf, God, I almost said half orc, a half elf cleric of the one true god, Bahamut. But last week got his ass handed to him, so hopefully not going to repeat that this week.
Yeah, that was tough. I was watching back and I saw your face when that happened. I was like, oh, and my face as well, because it's like, oh, we're gonna have to ring up Becky and get some new character art. Jonathan, you're up.
Hi everybody, I play Derek, a dwarf cleric that apparently saved a bunch of this party.
Good.
And also he saved another cleric's life. So yeah, let's see what else he have up his sleeve.
Okay, and last but not least, Stephen.
This evening I will be playing Oryxium Grim, the repentant sinner.
Okay, excellent. That was everyone, wasn't it? I didn't leave anyone out. Am I right? Yeah, cool. Okay.
Jaden, but he's not here.
Yeah, okay. Thanks for that, guys. Time for a recap. After helping the old druid Braytak defend his grove from a band of marauding giants, guided by an old map in the dwarf's possession, the gang headed for the mountains close to Artex in search of the last rune key. Still mourning the loss of their companion Fanar, they arrived at the mountain graveyard that houses the crypt of Denikstra, a wizard of renown who was supposedly involved in the slaying of Galasar, an ancient lich, years ago. Upon arriving at the graveyard, they happened upon 3 adventurers, but didn't have time to determine their purpose as battle was immediately forced upon them, as wave after wave of undead horror lurched from the bowels of the cemetery. The battle was tense and deadly, and one of the 3 new adventurers met his demise, only for another of the 3 to bring him back from the lands of the dead through the power of their Raven Queen. With a short victory gained, the decision was made to rest overnight and regroup in the morning. But Jaden was spotted by Scales, fully armed and packed, leaving the camp. Where's Jaden going? Are the 3 new arrivals trustworthy? And is the Necromancer spellbook cursed? Only one way to find out. Let's play some D&D.
Oh, wait, what? Damn it. Fuck's sake.
Okay, let me just the last thing you see, Scales, is Jaden walking off, glaive over his shoulder and backpack on, and he's heading off. And then you hear as Oryxium just lurches awake with a sort of tortured or tormented look in his eye. What would you like to do?
Bad dream.
Oh yeah, my dreams come from the Lord, and that one was a big one.
Oh, my dreams come from my head.
Yeah, it's been some time since my head was my own. This place has bad omens, I can tell you.
And Scales is now kind of giving you a sort of a look, and he's like, "Are you 2 people?"
No, but may I say, we didn't really get a chance to speak before. It is an honor to meet one of my lord's people. You are rare these days.
The Lord? Oh, do you mean the like and then he kind of like lifts the potted plant from beside him and pops it in his lap, and he's like, the king? Because this is Prince Shane. Is that the Lord? Because I apparently am one of his people, but I'm not sure. I don't know about that.
Oryxium will remain silent.
A little bit.
Look at the plant. Look at Scales.
Vibrate.
Look at the plant. Look to the sky. I assume the Lord has good intentions for you, but you're aware that is a potted plant.
No, this is Prince Shane. Shane. And I poke it, not the plant itself, but the soil near the roots.
Okay, yeah, the little tiny branches and leaves kind of vibrate a little bit, but he doesn't say anything.
He's normally much more talky than this. Okay, but you said your head's not your own, so whose is your head? And is your body theirs too?
Yes, the Lord, the great Lord of all lords, of course, he guides me in my ways, and he gives me visions, and I saw terrible things this night.
What terrible things did you see?
Well,
And he'll hold out the palm of his hand. And in the palm of his hand, like a silent movie, is the scene from his dreams with all these cultists standing around an altar. No sound, just the perfect images of what he saw in his head, silently moving.
Is this a cantrip?
It's silent image.
It's the first level spell, is it?
It's anytime he wants.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
So Scales' face at the start is like, oh my god, that's so amazing. And then as he watches it, his face kind of drops quite a bit. And he just kind of shudders and he says, people who are all chanting and standing around like that, they're not good.
Agreed. I do not know these exact people, but I know similar looking ones. They are quite nefarious.
They don't look the same as the ones from my vision, Dave, do they?
No.
So I'm just against them on general principle of people who stand around chanting or
Well,
bad.
I mean, it's a safe bet. But yeah, no, they don't. I mean, as far as Scales is concerned, you know, they're very similar, given that they're chanty and they wear robes. But they do, you know, they are different. What you saw was a single creature in a robe at the back of an
a pile of
invading
soldiers.
force,
Yeah.
coming into the cave where that massive glass flower was. And it somehow kind of manipulated that more so than what these creatures are doing.
So Scales is going to be just like, yeah, they're bad. And he's going to kind of perk up a little bit because he's going to just be like, oh, well. And he's going to be like, where are you from?
Around, I don't really currently have a solid home. I am staying with my brother.
The one with the shield.
And
there's a
one
genuine
that
question,
died.
like possibly, you know, the dwarf is your brother. So he's just clarifying.
No, the one that died, a new best friend, brought him back to me.
Yeah, but that doesn't always work.
No.
Rick, you make a perception check.
Perception. 20.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay, so you hear a voice as Prince Shane vibrates, and Phony, you hear Prince Shane whispering to you, "I don't like him."
What? Not whispered, just literally.
Sorry, what did Scale say? What?
Why not?
There's goodness in him, but something else.
Maybe that's the thing that's also in his head.
And then as it leaves shake, that's it.
But you should say hi and be nice. Then you'll be his friend. You're our friend, right? You fought with us, like as in you fought the same people we were fighting, not like you fought with us against us, like fighting us. So you must be our new friend.
Well, I would like to. I have a new best friend, and I assume we shall all be friends as we explore this. Well, I'm not sure why you are here, but we are here to.
He gives you an
find out what's
expectant
going
look.
on.
Ah,
Do you smoke him?
And he'll point at the plant.
And then you get a non-whispered reaction. I'm sorry.
Ah, I knew I could fool him.
Does she what? Mind your tongue, peasant.
Smite the plant. Smite the plant. Smite the plant.
See, all you need to do for these types is insult them.
Can I tell you a secret,
Yeah.
new friend? I don't know why we're here, but at least we made new friends.
Well, is it blatant why you are here? The Lord has sent you.
Lord again. Is this like when people go and kneel down on the weekends when it's not the work day, and the guy in the not bad robes talks at us, and then we stand up sometimes, and then we kneel down sometimes, and then we go home and eat good dinner?
That applies to many circumstances, so I will say partially yes.
Oh, and now Scales has linked it in his head with that religion thing. And he looks very happy with himself. He's just smiling and nodding his head and looking like, yeah, dude, we know what each other's thinking.
And Orixium will look around and goes,
Was there not another?
Oh, yeah. I was on watch with Jaden, but he's just gone for a minute for a walk. He'll be back.
I see.
and Orixium will look around as far as his eyes can see and see nothing. And he won't,
Yes, he'll be back.
Yeah, like sometimes it's usually when Ren does something on him and he goes really fast, but he's kind of fast anyway. And he can kind of do this running thing where he's like, and he's not standing up, but he's doing this kind of thing where he's bouncing and his arms are doing the run kind of thing. The like slow, steady run.
I'm just imagining the roadie run from Gears of War right now, where they're hunched down running. Description.
And which one is a Ren that does things that makes Jane run away?
Oh, he's only got one ear now.
One ear.
And yeah. And he'll be the one if he sets something on fire. That's usually Ren.
Right. So I have Child of the Lord with a talking plant. One ear.
You address
Bernie
him
man.
as Duke Scales.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm a duke.
I have made him a duke.
A duke.
Indeed.
I see. Yes.
Is that something like a lord?
Close.
Close
My
to a
dear
lord.
Scales, close.
But where did you find this plant?
Oh, in the witch's house. She cast it. She cast a curse
Witch's
on him
house.
and turned him into a plant. Like he pauses for a second to try and remember, and then he's like, "Never mind." A long time ago, like hundreds of years.
Hundreds of years ago.
Hundreds of years ago.
My name is Shane. I used to play rugby. Talented, don't you know? And yes. Then the witch caught me.
But you
Turned me into it. What?
no, Shane. I just thought of a question.
For me or the peasant?
I do not mind it at all, for I am a peasant. I have no worldly belongings other than
Oh.
the robes I wear.
Apparently, it's okay. You can call him a peasant. He doesn't mind.
A plant.
You said that you knew why you were here and with your brother. And are you with the little dwarf guy too?
Coincidence, we met him. Oh, it was quite a long time before your arrival, perhaps 26 seconds.
It's not a long time.
Well, in the grand scheme of hundreds of years for our royal plant here, maybe not, but in the mortal realm, it is a lifetime to a fly.
Well, I've been in life for a long years. Not like years and years like Shane, but years. And like, so 26 seconds, that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 19, 20, 21, 20. Wait, what was it? 26. Yeah. That's see how fast I could count that? That's not long at all.
No, it's not.
I was genuinely impressed. Out of character.
Yeah, like, if Ren was awake right now, he'd be proud.
But you just said it was a long time before you met us. But now you're saying it's not a long time. You're a little bit yeah.
Yes.
You're my new friend. Yeah, I'm not
Yes.
gonna say that.
I will never stand against those my lord graced with such look and ability. You are the epitome of perfection in his eyes.
Okay. Like a dragonborn. Does he like
Yes.
dragonborns?
Of course, he is the father of all dragons.
But why are there no other dragonborns then if he likes them so much?
He has power beyond imagine, but even he cannot turn back time on the catastrophic events of the past.
Can somebody with spells turn back time, do you think? Like the way Ren does the fireball things, and then Lamud sometimes can make people come back from the dead, and your brother came back from the dead. Like that's kind of like turning back time. So maybe you can turn back time with a spell. In which case, why doesn't your lord know how to do it?
Perhaps I shall ask him and attempt to get you an answer.
That would be really helpful.
I shall try. Perhaps my brother knows. He has spent more time reading books than I. I fast-tracked my abilities, whereas he studied from a child.
How did you fast pass them?
Mistakes we have all made, and perhaps we should remain friends for slightly longer before we air dirty laundry.
I don't know what our clothes have to do with it, but okay.
Well, as you see, mine appear from the good grace of the Lord.
Yeah. My mum made me my pants.
Remarkable pants they are. Where is your mother?
Oh, they went to make wine, I think. They retired to where it's warm and they can make wine or drink wine or be near the wine. I'm going to go visit them in a while.
And for wine?
Well, because it's cold where they were farming before and now they're retiring, which means they're not going to be farming in the cold anymore.
I see. Well, yes, of course. Are you bringing Shane to plant him and grow wine from him?
Nobody's planting me, peasant. I have tasked the Duke with bringing about my retransformation.
You are intriguing plant. Where does the words come from, Scales? Is there a mouth somewhere?
It's magic.
Mama, if he is
I
magic,
find when I don't know how something works and I ask how it works, almost all the time, everyone tells me it's magic.
magic is quite magical.
It is, yeah. And it answers so many things. Like magic does a lot. I guess that's okay.
Indeed.
What do you like to eat?
Plants.
Oh, I was hoping you had a cake or maybe, something nicer than that.
What's your passive perception, Erixim? Or did you say that to get a reaction?
To get a reaction, yeah.
Well, then you see Prince Shane's his leaves shake, and for a split second, a a series of spikes, tiny little needle-like points just emerge from every single leaf, and you hear little hiss noise, and then they go back in.
Does this only happen at night, or is this all the time? I would love my brother to experience King Shane. You said, is it?
This is Prince Shane, but if we
Prince
can get him turned back into a prince and not a plant, then maybe he can be the king, because the current king, well, I can't actually remember if we like the current king or not. We don't like some of the guys that work for the king because they're a bit bullies, but I can't remember if we like the king or not.
Have you met the king?
No, but apparently we all belong to the king and everything we own belongs to the king. And they explained this to me, like, there's the king and then there's like not kings, but they're in charge of places, and they're in charge. No, then the king is in charge of them, and they're in charge of other smaller people in charge of the towns, and they're in charge of us. So we're all apparently the king. Yeah.
Yes, I should hire you, Duke Scales, to become head of bureaucracy. Once I ascend to the throne, you make things quite simple, lots simpler than those fuddy-duddies. There's 20,000 volumes of books detailing royal protocol. Why can't it just be as simple as Scales make it? Duke Scales.
Now we have a title from a plant. I should be quite impressed.
I am
with
a
that.
prince, peasant.
You are a plant in a pot. If you take offense to this, come over here in your princely body and hit me.
Once I'm transformed, I will order your execution, peasant.
I look forward to it, Your Highness.
So seriously though, do you have anything to eat that's like not rations?
And Orixium will look over to his brother and look through his brother's bag to see if there's anything in it, because he doesn't have any rations.
Jaden went to get food.
I don't
But-
like him.
Because he keeps talking about eating you.
Yes.
Well, Ren kept talking about fireballing you, and you
I
like
don't
him.
No, I don't like him either.
Oh, okay. I thought you.
I tolerate him.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe you tolerate this guy too. We only just met him. We have to. You make a good first. It's when you meet somebody and you
have it,
behave well.
You have it.
Yeah.
That's it. Yes, I understand what you mean. I'll do
Does
it
Lou
for
have
you,
anything in
Duke
his bag?
Scales. Because I like you.
I like you too, Shane.
Yes.
But I bet you wouldn't be tasty. I'm kind of getting hungry. Oh, is that where Jaden went? I went to get food, maybe. I don't eat my donut.
Yes. The shifty one. Anything else you'd like to do before you finish up your watch? Nope.
This
that
is
no?
pretty much what Scales will keep on doing.
Yeah. Cool. Okay.
Until somebody kind of says stop.
Who are we waking up for the next watch then?
I was supposed to take second watch
Okay.
from inside the dome, though, so I'd say I probably need someone with me. So
Okay. You can't keep watch from inside the dome if you leave the dome and the spell drops.
yeah, so I was thinking, well, he can like look outside, like he's a 360 view because the dome is like
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
invisible from inside. So I suppose
Nice.
Ren might wake Robert for the second watch with him.
So how
Once they arrive.
How are you
for-
getting? Does sound travel outside the dome?
I don't think so.
So
I'm not
who's in the
100%
dome?
certain.
Robert's in the dome. Lamud's in the dome. Mazzello and Erixium. Scales and Derek. Were you in the dome as well?
The whole party's in the dome. I think.
Okay. Well then.
Yeah, I think we
cool.
just sat on, myself and Jaden had just sat on like a stump or something at the
Yep.
edge of the dome to look out.
All right. Cool.
So at length, when it's my turn to go sleep, I'm going to get up and smack Ren in a nice way, but it's probably harder than I intended to wake him up.
The
And-
ear, well, lack of ear. Ow.
It's your
Still
turn.
hurts. I know, but
It's your turn.
You hit me where my ear used to be. It still hurts.
Oh, I'll hit you on the other side the next time.
I mean, just don't hit me. Just shake me. It's yeah.
Okay.
Robert's supposed to be on this watch too, I think. So hit him.
Okay. Where's Robert?
He's over there. Around the point to, like, I think up against the tree that's coming half into the dome.
So Scales will just kind of like meander that over towards where Erixium was and like pat him on the shoulder to say well met, but kind of in a much more gentle way now that he's learned not to smack someone on the side of the head for now.
Okay.
And he's going to go over and gently poke Joe's or Robert's shoulder, and then go lie down and curl around Shane and go to sleep.
So
Robert, when you poke him, startles awake and immediately reaches for his weapons, but then sees you, and then you can just say my name to wake me, Scales. I don't like people touching me when I sleep.
Okay.
In the future, but thank you.
That seems perfectly reasonable.
Ren will then like nod over towards Robert and be like, "Our watch." And he'll kind of like, without moving, obviously the dome doesn't move on Ren, so he's gonna like scoot over towards him and be like whispering, like he's gonna say quite quietly, and he's like, "What do you think of these new guys?"
They seem capable enough.
I mean,
I
yeah,
don't think I haven't seen them enough to really know much about them.
I mean, they didn't
me,
kill us in
there's-
their sleep, so that's one
Not
good
yet,
sign.
anyway.
Not yet. Yeah, good point. But I mean, they seem to be healers, which we've. I mean, Lamud does most of the healing, but we could definitely use more, especially after the other day. Because yeah, I don't think at least from what I've seen, druidic magic and bringing people back from the dead is a 50-50 thing, and this guy seemed to do it first try, and he'll gesture over towards the dwarf.
I mean, they could be, I don't want to say useful, but they could be helpful. And
I mean, we're about to search a graveyard for a magic stone. I think, from what I can tell, they're using divine magic. I don't think the undead seem to like that sort of shit, so they might be helpful, definitely, to clear out the rest of the graveyard.
yeah, I'll just, it's too soon to have an opinion on them, I think.
I think you seem to breed people the best, so I said it to you. Definitely keep an eye, because I'd rather not wake up with a dagger in my ribs. It's never a fun experience.
In my keen insights, I feel like a dagger in your ribs is the last thing you have to fear from them.
No, I mean, I suppose, yeah.
A mace, on the other hand,
yeah. I mean, you're more the dagger in the rib type than them, I suppose.
Yeah.
A mace in the
I don't plan on stabbing you anytime soon.
Insight, no, I'm just kidding.
I don't plan on stabbing you anytime soon.
Yeah.
Robert,
Yeah.
when you say that, you feel a scratching on the inside of your brain.
Oh, gross.
It feels itchy in there. It's an itch you cannot scratch.
So now he does plan on stabbing Ren sometime soon.
You don't know what
Yeah, no. But at that stage, Ren.
I mean, you said your inside check was a joke, so.
Yeah, it was a joke. I'm not going to actually do it. Ren, up to now, has had no reason to think Robert is, cursed or anything, so it's kind of fine. So, yeah, Ren's going to, he's going to pull out the spell book, and he's going to flick through a few of the pages, and gestures to one of them to Robert, and it's the inscription for detect faults. And he's going to basically explain how the spell works to him. So, he can cast it and he can detect general surface level thoughts. And he was like, I think if we question them in the morning or anything, obviously we need to know who we're working with, and I could probably use this to figure out whether they're, telling the truth to some degree, I suppose, about their intentions. But I don't know. It seems a bit of a violation. I'm not sure if it's a good idea.
Intrusive, yeah. Also, thanks for the follow, Olgra84.
I would I would say let's give them the benefit of the doubt.
And thank you for the bless.
If we start to
sorry.
Worry. I
second
suppose.
guess their intentions, and then we can start looking into things like that. But I don't think
I haven't had
it
to use
seems
it
a
yet,
little.
yeah. I mean, I'd rather-
psychopathy to do that.
I mean, I'd rather avoid having to do it. I don't like talking in someone, like using my thing to talk in people's heads is one thing, but to actually like delve in and read someone's thoughts, it's a bit much.
Mhm.
Yeah. Do you see
Oh, I
Jason anywhere, by
suppose-
the way? Like he's not here.
Mm. Yeah, I don't see him.
Maybe he went out for a piss or something. I don't know.
I can take a Scales didn't say anything.
Scales just slapped me on the head and told me it was my watch.
I wouldn't worry too much about it right now.
I feel like he's
Let's
not
see
here
if
in the
he's not-
morning.
if
we
he's
should
not
probably-
back. If he's not back by the end of our round, I'll go.
It's definitely not a good place to go for a wander, though. I mean, there's necromancers, zombies, those fleshy flap things. What the fuck was that, by the way? I mean, those were disgusting.
It's not something I've seen before.
Did you get
I
eaten
think.
by one of those, or was it just?
Hey, if it's not
others?
something I've seen before, right? Nobody uses stuff like that.
No, that was your
Yeah,
first
okay.
time. You were what was it? A moist, what are they called? Moist flappy flap version.
Yeah. Husks, weren't they?
Yeah, they were husks. I forget how I described them. I think Kate remembers. She might put
I
it
don't-
into
I don't-
chat how I described the
I don't
What was
think
it?
I.
belly
It was
flaps.
moist meat flaps.
Moist
Moist meat
meat
flaps.
flaps. Thank
Yeah.
you, Solo. Yes, moist meat flaps.
Saw them open for. I don't know who they opened for, to be honest.
Has Ross Noble all over it.
Yeah. Yeah. So with that, Ren is going to pull out the spell book he took off the corpse of the necromancer. He's going to pop it down. He's like, I assume if this guy created those, whatever he used to do it is in here, but kind of hesitant to go looking because there's some forms of magic I'd rather not know about, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
'Cause,
those things seemed a little too
Fucked up.
nefarious for my tastes, but
Yeah.
I mean, if
and he'll pull out Asher's spellbook and set that down beside. It's like, even that prick didn't have anything like this.
Hmm.
And he was a prick, but he was the worst. Like, fuck that
don't
guy.
worry about Jaden.
Yeah, it's been a
You
while.
you will notice, Ren, when you look through that through that spell book, that they are just common garden variety spells. There's no the rituals used to create these creatures were different.
I was more so
there's no-
talking about
there's-
like Circle of Death and stuff there.
Oh, that stuff, yeah, grand.
Yeah.
But like when you go through his belongings, there are no details as to the rituals required to create these things called husks and the graveyard dragon and stuff like that.
Yeah, so that was in his head kind of thing.
I'm not going to say that, but they're not apparent. They're not here.
Yeah.
So that you found.
Well, to be fair, he hasn't really looked through it yet. Like he's flicked through the first few pages, like to where
just-
I suppose
yeah,
the cantrips would have been, but he's been
for
kind
the
of careful. Yeah,
for the sake of brevity.
yeah. So he's almost like he turned to Robert, and Robert just said he's worried about Jake. He's like, yeah, I mean, like, it's been about 10 minutes since we took over, and he's still not back, I think. And then Ren's gonna turn, and he feels something poke him in the side.
Yeah.
Is
That's
Jaden's like luggage there?
Nope.
He definitely took the backpack.
Yeah, as you turn, yeah, something sticks in your side, Ren, and it's a small scroll case.
I think it was
It's in the
10
inside.
of them, yeah.
Yeah, no, there's a small scroll case in your inside jacket pocket now.
Yeah, so Bren will reach into the pocket and be like, that's not where I keep that sort of stuff, and he's going to pull it open. And I assume he's going to realize it's not one of his.
Inside is a note, and it is in your journal right now.
Cool, give me 1 sec here.
I'm going to click show to players.
Okay, Ren's going to just read it. I'm going to read it. Do you want me to read it out loud or?
Yeah, please do.
Good.
Unless you don't want to.
No, I'll do it. Right. It's going to like, you'll start, it's like this dear, I'll scribble out. My dearest companions, I am sorry for disappearing in this way, but I must go and find greater clarity in something I have seen. Something has been chasing me for some time, which I believe is finally caught up to me. Please know that I struggled whether to take you with me, as it is a wonderful feeling to not be alone once more in the world. And once I made my decision to stay with you, I believed it to be the end of the matter. But since then, I made that decision to stay and set roots with this group. Calamity seems to strike nearer and nearer. We lost a good man through my own actions, and on introspection, I've continued to overextend and continue to try to do too much myself and draw the focus to myself in an attempt to protect you all, but the collateral damage continues. Should I survive, I shall return to you again. I've been in the wilderness long enough to be able to track you down. I know your general direction. At worst, I can follow the trail of smouldering buildings and disgruntled townspeople. Yours, Jaden. Ryan will then hand it to Robert, so he can read through it himself. And be like, "Do you think we should go?
Okay.
I think we should go find him. I mean, if I leave, the dome is going to drop. So, do you think you should go find him, or
Even if we find him, I don't think we're going to be able to convince him to come back.
I mean, we could force him.
I've seen
we don't
enough.
want to force him.
I've seen
He
enough
probably-
people go AWOL to know that sometimes their reasons are a bit.
It's not the best time to leave, considering we don't know what's going to be in here, and since he's leaving to protect us, it seems like leaving could also have the opposite effect. I mean, I suppose you got to respect his decision, but
At the end of the day, or being rational is not always possible. I mean,
yeah,
maybe he's just.
wonder what he's talking about. Something being after him, though. You seen anything like following us before, or anything weird? Anything weird happening that shouldn't be?
We all have our baggage. Maybe it's something that he's been carrying with him.
Okay, this time
Could be something dark.
Robert seems to hesitate before he says baggage there. I'm going to insight check. Now, obviously, I don't expect to learn anything from this, but Rand's kind of looking at him like, is he okay? Kind of thing.
Yeah, go for it.
Cool. I don't expect
I
to
have
learn
to do
anything. It's just
deception?
more of a, like... So, give me 1 sec here. Where is my journal?
Do I have to do deception?
Were you? So when you said what you said, were you trying to deceive, or did you let something slip?
I might have let something slip.
So I'm not sure you get a chance to deceive this.
12.
Roll deception.
You know what? Instead of rolling deception, I'll roll the 1d4 to feign his insight.
Fair.
Nice.
Get rid of it while you can.
That
So, yeah.
Nine.
What is it? 8 and 9. Yeah, hard to tell. You feel okay, so your eyes narrow and you sort of lean in a little bit as he says what he says. And it's like if you've ever got a floater over your eye or something like that, you just your vision blurs for a split second and you're distracted and you rub your eyes and the moment's gone.
Yeah. I suppose. It's not because
I mean, I
he burned his
imagine-
beard off, is it?
Miss Jawberger says we need a Shane fan club.
I feel like that would be.
Pretty
I
petty
feel like
reason
his
to leave.
reasons are legitimate. I don't feel like we should trivialize them.
Yeah, no,
think
it's
so.
probably right.
I mean, I imagine you have some things that, even though we've been together for a while, you don't necessarily want to share or admit to doing, or.
I mean, I'm pretty much an open book for the most part. I mean, there's not anything particular that I'm hiding.
Maybe you're better than some of us.
I wouldn't say that. Yeah, no, things are starting to get weird. I mean, we're here to get these stones to stop Valder, and we don't even know what we're trying to stop him from doing. All we do know is that it's probably something bad, especially considering what I saw when I looked into that wraith back at the temple's mind. And we have a prince, apparently, tagging along with us. That's definitely not going to bite us in the ass. He's saying that loud enough that if Shane, the plant, is awake,
Oh, he
hears it.
you.
Yeah,
He goes, I
yeah.
am a prince, and you know it.
I don't really care. You're a plant, whether you're a prince or not.
I advise you to get on the right side of the royal family, my friend.
I don't particularly give a shit. Oh, sorry, Scales. Go back to sleep.
I just
Ren lights one of his fingers on fire and points it at Shane.
I have
Just
to
like, shut
admit,
the fuck up.
Do you
I
do
have
that?
to admit this.
Okay.
Stop. You should probably stop provoking the plant.
What's it gonna do? It's a plant.
It's fully capable of complaining, and I find that to be grating on my ears.
I mean, I could shut it up again if you want.
Don't you worry, wizard. You'll get what's coming to you.
Cool.
You're on my execution list as well now.
We'll find a nice field and just, bury in the ground there. You'll be fine. Maybe you'll grow into a tree.
One day, I will be made whole again. I will reclaim my throne.
The thing is, I don't think many people will believe
I will
you.
have them behead you from the feet up.
That's
It takes a while.
That's just not how that works. I've seen people be beheaded. You don't do it from the feet up, man.
Well, I'll have them do it from the feet up. I start with your ankles, and then your calves, and then your knees, and
I
then
feel like-
your ass, and all the way up.
That's just slicing someone up. It's not beheading.
I feel like you
Have them
lack
cut your head off
imagination,
first.
Ren.
What?
I feel like you lack imagination.
I mean, no, I have plenty of imagination. I mean,
I feel like the mental image he was trying to convey.
no, I get what he was.
quite well.
I get what he was saying. I mean, it's just not correct. And plus, it's just.
You
funny
do
to piss him
realize you're
off.
arguing with a plant, right?
I do realize I'm arguing in a plant man. It's been a long few days. Usually I argue with Fanar and he's not here, so it's kind of have to argue with somebody. You're all right most of the time, and when you're not writing in those. By the way, you're a writer, right? Have you written anything like big, or is it just for a hobby?
I mean, I do it professionally, but well, I don't think I'm successful yet. I haven't gotten my break.
Do you use a pen name, or is it just Robert Seth Cooper?
It's R.S. Cooper,
Hmm.
but
Sounds
not-
professional.
yeah, I find that using the initials makes it seem a bit more legit.
Fancy. Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, most of the books I read are obviously related to magic or that sort of stuff. So, wizards are not as caring. It's notes normally. So yeah, they don't really put much effort into it. It can be. I mean, look. If you even look at my spellbook, like it's this shit. It's just not well written at all. It's brief shorthands, explanations. But yeah, they usually just sign their name in a scribble, and it's like real. It's. Have you ever seen a doctor write their
Go
name?
asleep, please.
Yeah.
I mean, so today's events actually let me think about like something new that I've been. The wheels are turning. I might start writing something new when we're not sleeping in the middle of nowhere. I mean, this dome that you made is a large improvement over just sleeping under the stars, but
Keeps the rain off. And look, we're still under the stars. You can still see them. It's great.
yeah, I just
And
it's
they can't
not-
see us. So, and if they
I
do try to
just-
see us, they can't get through. So it's great.
I just want to sleep somewhere where there's a table.
Yeah. I mean, we're about 2 days from Artex. Should probably head there next. Because I doubt we're welcome back in Templetown.
If there's a table, yeah,
There's
I mean,
Definitely a table. It's a big town.
well, I'm going to at least see which way our compatriot went, and if he is indeed not coming back, and I will go try to like track the direction that Jaden went, unless he covered his tracks.
Okay. So if you
But I
step
won't go
outside
out
the dome,
Yeah, I won't go out more than 50 meters.
50 meters. Okay. Good to know.
150 feet.
150 feet. Good to know. Okay. So you, as you step outside the dome, what is your passive perception? It's pretty good. Isn't it?
17, yeah.
17. You hear a kind of faint.
Like a dripping sound?
No, it's like a thudding sound
Kind of like hooves?
of flesh against stone.
Oh.
Further north. And then it stops.
That's not good. Does it sound like it's coming this way, or does it sound like...
No, it's just like if you can imagine ruined, bloody, destroyed hands bashing against the inside of a wall, trying to get out.
I am not well rested, so I am not going to fuck with that right now. I'll just take back my thoughts and move back into the dome. Seems safe in here.
Okay.
And
He just
wait it out.
Just as he tries to walk back in the first time, the dome is still solid. He just goes, boom. And then Randall let him in.
Something's out there.
What? I mean, we're in a graveyard with necromancers. There's probably a few things out there.
I don't know. It sounds big and fleshy and likes to bang.
What? I mean, fair enough. I mean, the dome is enemy proof. Unless they go below us. Unless they dig underneath us, they're not going to get in here because this thing.
Yeah. And it sounds more or less far-ish away, so I'd say we just lay low for now.
I mean, I'm fine, but you guys got the shit kicked out of you, so definitely.
Okay, is that it for you two?
Yeah, I mean,
you want to achieve?
No,
Yeah,
not really.
Yeah.
I got to at least reduce the damage I take by a bit.
Yeah.
Randall, whoever takes over the next watch, Randall hand over the note to. So I assume it's Lamode because we're letting trusting the new people to do the watches.
It's up to you, but I mean, sure, Lamode will wake up if asked.
Randall will go over to Lamode and he'll just kind of nudge him like carefully. It's like, Jaden's gone, and this explains. Just we're not going to go after him. He doesn't want to be followed, but just you might want to read this, and you're better with explaining things in a non-arsehole way than me. So maybe help figure out a way to break this to Scales, because I don't think Scales realizes, because he didn't say anything to us.
Yeah, so Logador, that's really saying anything, just take the letter and just scan through it quick.
Just, also, Robert heard something. I mean, you can see through the dome, so if you see anything approaching, I mean, it can't get in, but obviously if it's up against the dome, let us know.
I think if it gets up against the dome, everyone will immediately know that it's...
I mean, it probably will hear it banging against the dome.
Lamode, are you going to wake anyone up to take your watch with you?
Yeah, I'll probably wake up Derek to take watch with me.
Okay.
So I'll just kind of, after I've gotten up and put my armor back on, just prod him with my foot where he's lying.
Just Druidcraft, little vine that goes right into his ear.
I do not want to get a sacred flame to the face.
Derek will just wake up and like just arms are raised. It's like, it's bad luck to wake up a dwarf like that.
Would you prefer I created some water?
Water?
Yes, water.
Oh,
I mean, when you're lying down, you're even shorter than usual. You think you would survive?
Long day. He's just muttering there.
Is Dave, just a quick question. Is Derek wearing any identifying symbols?
Oh, he's pimped out with the fucking symbols of the Raven Queen.
I'm talking more specifically that would indicate which town he comes from or which clan he comes from, and if I would recognize any of them, seeing as across the area was so close to the mountains.
Depends. Derek, did you say you came from Artax?
No. No, I did not come from there.
Okay, good. So you can answer that question for him. Are you wearing any clan symbols or anything like that?
No, I'm only wearing the symbol of the Raven Queen.
Okay, good to know.
And I'm assuming it's easily enough recognizable in the world.
Yeah, it's on the shield and medallion.
And you know what it is, yeah. It's one of the major religions.
Well, friend, it's time for our watch. Apparently there's something to the north, and I would prefer to have someone who can see in the dark with me.
Are you actively listening now for what you heard it? For what
I'm walking 10 feet out of the dome to the north.
Okay, so to here.
Derek is still trying to wake up.
Cool. Move your token to where you're walking to. There we go.
There.
So make a perception check.
Yeah. I am amazing at them, as all druids are.
Eight. As you strain your hearing to try and make out where these noises that you're told about are coming from, the wind picks up and the trees rustle and Derek farts. Unfortunately, you can't hear anything. Derek, would you like to make a perception check?
I'll also do one. Let's go to the correct page. Perception.
$15. Yeah, you can hear from somewhere to the north in around this area. So further north, and I'll shift ping. There is some sort of thudding. And it stops.
Derek will just like pull on the boots, shirt, armor at the back, tuck it. Did you hear that?
I did not hear anything except your clanking.
I'm not even sorry about that. But anyway, there's a movement. Doesn't sound pleasant for further north.
And I think for now, seeing as it's not here, let's just be mindful of it. No need to go looking for trouble right now.
Trouble is searching for us.
That is all that you are going to encounter on the outside for your watch. If you guys want to have a moment, feel free to do that. If not, then we can move on.
Yes. So the only thing that is currently on Limud's mind is the fact that we came to this graveyard to come look for another one of these rune stones.
Yeah.
And there were Limud was expecting to find some form of defense for these stones here. He wasn't expecting to find people here. And Limud's doesn't really have a lot of tact when it comes to things like that. So he's just going to come out straight and ask Derek, what's the reason you were here? Are you looking for something?
let's say
Before you answer, Derek, are you when you say that you don't have a lot of tact, and you ask, are you looking for something? Is it
Yeah,
possible? Is it possible that you've overplayed your hand by asking that? Because you know you're looking for something.
So, yeah, Lamut would probably ask it in the sense of, is there a reason you're here in this graveyard? Is that you're looking
Okay.
for something? Because Lamut at this point would know that Derek is a cleric or at
Yeah.
least a holy person of some kind.
Okay.
some kind.
Cool. All right. Cool. Just in case he answers your question, I just wanted
Yeah.
to know that. Okay. Cool.
The only thing here is this undead. What dies must stay dead and mustn't be undead. That's all reason.
So just ridding the world of things that shouldn't be here.
Yeah, because if you die, you die.
Sometimes you come back. Like our friend Robert back there.
Wait, Robert? Who is he again? Is he the
I'm gonna let the fucking carrot kill me because I came back from the dead.
who is it? Is it the one that was like a coward there at the back? Oh wite, no. Yeah, no.
No, that's Red.
Rain, the coward.
I got a triple kill, you fuckers. I'm the one who took down the dragon.
I'll make a note. Rain. Wait, where am
The
I making a note?
the one throwing spells is Red. The one throwing knives is Robert.
Okay. So the one
Sharberg
with
says,
the
yeah, Ren.
So
And Lumbering Paddy says, Ren the coward.
All right. I'll probably forget everybody's names because I'm not very good with names. I can't even remember. I can't believe I saved an elf's life. But anyway, okay. Okay, white hair, Robert.
Are you against bringing people back from the dead?
It depends.
Because you didn't seem to hesitate in the heat of the moment.
I just brought them back because it's an elf. He died. I just want to see him suffer again. That's all. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. The reason why I brought them back is I just saw his blood. I guess it's his brother. Yeah, it was his brother that yelled and tried to save his life, and the calling to his grave was like got really quiet. So I realized it's not this time. But
And now, a very important question. Can you do it again? I know what it takes to bring someone back. This place doesn't seem all that safe. I just need to know that if it comes down to it, can we bring someone back again?
if I have the right materials, yes. But unfortunately, I don't
You
have
don't.
them.
We will have to remedy that at one point. I'm sitting with the same problem.
So you also can bring people back.
If Luthic wills it, yes.
What are your purpose here?
We're on a quest, if you would
Quest for
like to
what?
call it that. There's something we heard of that we are looking for here, and honestly, we only met a couple of hours ago, so in time I'll tell you perhaps what it is that we are looking for. But if our paths continue in the same direction, we can travel together and help each other for now.
So what? All right. So, what are you guys looking for? Maybe I can see if I maybe saw it somewhere.
I'll have to discuss it with the rest of the group first before I can give you details. We're a democracy. Well, except for the plant, he thinks he's a prince.
It's weird that you guys carry a plant.
Scales is quite fond of that plant, and I do not want to get between Scales and something he's fond of.
What's your passive perception, Derek? 14 and 12. Derek, from very, very, very far away, you hear.
Derek will be just like
We're a monarchy. When as soon as he uttered the word democracy, very faint.
what?
I'm assuming I didn't hear anything.
No.
Derek will be just like, come again? What?
You hear nothing.
Oh well.
Yeah, they besides general conversation with Derek, just trying to make the time pass as quickly as possible. There's nothing else really from.
Okay, cool. So with that completed, you guys are you get the benefits of a long rest, and when you wake up in the morning, your spell slots and hit points are all restored, and anyone who has luck points, they're restored, and all the rest of it. So, what would you like to do?
6. I'm just rolling from my one of the magic missiles.
Dave.
Yeah. Did you what? Do you have 2 left?
No,
No,
it's
I had 1 left.
Yeah. So you're gonna roll 1d4 at the start of the day.
Sorry. So I have to do R 1d4. But I actually noticed something looking at the party loot.
Yeah.
There are braces with daggers in them
Okay, where's the party loot?
that seem to be unclaimed.
We got that a while ago, I think.
There are 2 dagger gauntlets, but it's like question
One
mark
rune
next to
spell
it.
book, daggers, dagger venom, longsword chainmail, 3 leather armor, so leather 4, 2 dagger gauntlets. Yeah, they have yet to be identified.
I remember those.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check them out.
I mean,
Okay.
Ren will identify them in the morning if you want. You can spend 10 minutes down it.
It could be nice to have a way to have my hands free and carry.
So
Daggers.
what they are is basically they're 2 leather gauntlets.
Mhm.
Now they're if you wore them, they're mainly for combat. And if you wish to do something more intricate with your fingers, like examining for traps or take picking pockets and stuff like that, not that you would do that, I would never suggest that, then you would need to take them off. But
during combat, they
during
could be...
I mean, for less subtle activities, they're leather gauntlets with the emblem of a dagger stitched into them.
Okay. Yeah, Vren will identify them for me if they are magical.
Yeah, I'll cast on it. Like, I mean, do we have anything else in here that's magical that hasn't been identified, actually? Did we get anything in the last fight?
I don't believe you searched.
We didn't loot the necromancer.
You got everything that you got from the necromancer. That's it.
Yeah, I'll just identify the two dagger gauntlet. There's an unidentified blue potion with bubbles and steams. That as well in the notes. I'll throw that in on the pile and identify that too.
Cool. Okay, so you're going to cast identify on those 2 gauntlets.
Yeah, it'll take 10 minutes to do it. So, whoever's making breakfast, I'll do that.
I will just copy and paste something. Well, I have to go and find it. So I'll drop it into in just 2 seconds. You guys can keep going. I might do that over the break actually.
They do, and then keep
insert thing here somewhere else. Anyway.
So when Mazelu wakes up, and when his brother's awake, he's just gonna walk up to his brother, put his hand on his chest and just say, brother, are you in need of guidance this morning? Or are you okay?
I am bolstered with our current companion, who I have given several of your rations.
Scales is sitting up in the corner, munching away on your rations. He looks very happy about it.
And just, okay then, and seeing that and obviously giving a smile back to Scales, I look back to my brother and just say, it is quite unusual to see, but I'm very happy about it.
Good omen, brother. Good omen.
Exactly, brother. Exactly.
The Lord speak to us all.
The dome is gone now, by the way. It's been 8 hours. Yeah.
I feel a little nauseous today. Maybe it's stress.
Makes sense in stressful situations. So, guys, one of our, I mean, Lamud, you know, Robert knows, Scales. Jaden's after leaving in the middle of the night. He left a note. He doesn't want us to follow us, and he said he's going to catch up with us eventually when he's sorted whatever he has to leave and do. So it's in his handwriting from what I can tell, so I'm not throwing any aspersions or anything on you guys. So he's been acting a bit off lately anyways. So we're going to search this graveyard. He'll look to Lamud, Robert, and Scales and be like, trying to see for approval to say what he wants to say. Like he's going to say what they're looking for something.
So Scales was munching away on the rations, looking happy as hell, because tastier rations than the rations he has, because his rations are a bit crap. And as you explained, his chewing slowed and kind of stopped, and then a bit fell out of his mouth and onto the ground. And then he kind of chews, swallows really fast, and he shakes his head and he goes, no. He said he was just going for a walk and he'd be back.
He might be back eventually, but I don't think he'll be back anytime soon. And he'll...
Scales, would you like to read the letter?
What else to know?
I could also read it for you.
I can read. I'm reading your book your little book from when you were in school. It's taken me a while, but I'm getting there.
If there's anything you don't understand, please ask. I'd be happy to explain it.
Yeah, I have questions. But how long a walk is Jaden going on?
So as Scales asked that, Lamud will take Scales, a bit away from the party and just sit Scales down with the letter and wait for Scales to read it.
Okay, so that's
any
questions. Take a while.
The point is to give Scales as much time as he needs to read through it, process it, ask questions, because at the end of the letter it does say Jaden will find us again. And Lamud is waiting for Scales to get to that point where it says he'll find us again.
Rhyme. No, it's not rhyme. Oh, it's gone from the... I was going to pull up the note again just so I can refresh my memory on Scales, but I'm only getting Stiletto's note and the rhyme note.
Yeah, it's not my journal anymore.
It is still in mine, and it says...
Oh, wait, no, I found it. Never mind. Sorry, found it.
Yeah. So basically last paragraph.
Oh, stop.
Did
So it's just a long walk.
Did he retire as well? He doesn't seem happy about it, though.
Yes,
this doesn't sound like it's a good thing.
From the sound of it, it sounds like it's something that he feels he needs to do alone, and that he's doing it to protect us.
But but we protect him too.
It's funny like that sometimes, that when you care about someone, you you have to let go and let them do something on their own.
But then why did he say he was only going for a walk? That, like, he looked right at me and he said that.
Probably because he
Maybe.
knew you worry about him.
It could also be because saying goodbye was too hard.
That too.
Goodbye isn't hard. You just
It's hard
say
if you're
goodbye.
really gonna miss the person.
I mean, goodbye is more permanent, I guess, and from the looks of things, he intends to come back. So maybe he is technically going for a walk. Just it's not really a lie. We just don't know how long this walk is going to be.
It was a lie, because when he said he was going for a walk, it was like he was going for a little walk and he was going to come back like soon, not not even a whole day. And now,
I mean, Ren has gotten that nat 20 inside check on Jaden a while ago. Like, he knows he's a bit shifty and there's some shit going on from previous conversations, so he's just gonna say it. He clearly has other stuff going on. I mean, look back at Templetown, like, they knew him for some reason, or one of them did. That girl knew his name without him introducing himself. And I mean, the
it's
card
around
witch.
with a great big stick with a knife on the end of it. Like,
Yeah,
that's weird.
I mean, also the card witch knew something to do with him, had been in contact with someone looking for him. So yeah.
I need a can you roll me a d6, Dave?
Awesome. The first time I've been asked to roll dice by a player. I love it. 4.
He's gonna stare straight at Juan. Or not Juan. Sorry, Lamud. I'm getting confused by friends' tags. He's gonna look straight at Lamud, like straight into your eyes. And his eyes are like super big and like not watery, but getting there. Like, and he's gonna look straight at you and say, "Do you promise he'll come back?"
Girls, that's not the promise I can make, but he said he would be back. And I tell you what, if we finish this thing that we are busy with and we get everything sorted out, he hasn't come back, I'll go with you to go find him.
Oh, do you know where he went?
No, but we can go look for him.
Okay.
He's
Scales...
one man walking with a big stick and a knife on the head. He won't be that difficult to find.
It does stand out. Scales is gonna like go, I'm not sure about this. You know that like look kids get when they're like, dubious. And he's gonna scrunch up the note not like scrunch it into a ball, but scrunch it in the middle because it's like, and it's sticking out wider at the top and at the bottom. And he's just gonna hold it out and kind of shove it towards you and be like, fine. And then he's gonna like bite off another bit of his ration. But he no longer looks happy about the ration.
Seeing our new friends have a moment of reflective tension in an attempt to change where Scales' mind is currently, Shane is now covered in leafcutter ants. Visually.
Do I see him cast a spell or do anything to cause? No? Okay.
So is this a minor image again?
Silent image, yeah.
Silent image.
Nice.
He can't see, so he doesn't know.
Son of a bitch.
Trust me, it's hard to fuck with this thing.
Great attempt, man. I love it. Great attempt.
So we kind of skipped by this yesterday. I feel like it was a bit
Hectic,
intense, and we were all tired afterwards. We never got around to asking, what is it that brings you all to this neck of the woods?
Orixium will look at his brother.
We are after being told of such evil doings here. And as the law of my lord dictates, these things should no longer be here. As I'm sure our dwarf friend here can tell you.
Oh, you guys kill the undead? Is that your thing?
We cleanse the land of evil.
Oh, yeah.
Do I feel like he's hiding something?
Roll
If
insight.
Lamud, yeah, I'll get in on that.
As a response to that statement,
Or
I'll ask,
not
do
telling the whole
you
truth? Oh, come
cleanse
on.
people
Hard to
of
tell.
evil as well?
Sorry, say that again, friend.
Do you cleanse people of evil as well?
I mean, I most certainly try, but as with any cleansing, and I'd say at that, there would be a kind of slight flicker in his eyes to his side.
Towards his hammer? Or?
No.
No.
Towards his brother?
Oh.
The person has to be willing and wanting. Do you have something affecting you, my friend?
Robert, do you mean what I think you mean?
Hmm?
Did you ask him based on what I think the reason is?
I mean, he asked out of his own interest, but he didn't do it in a way that would suggest that he himself is cursed. It's more like asking if they do more than just.
What was in your heart when you asked that? Were you looking to suss out if Robert could be cured?
I mean, somewhat, yes.
Okay, make
But
a deception check.
To me or to himself?
To what is inside his head.
I don't have inspiration.
Feel a cold grip around your heart and you get the worst chest pains you've ever had. So much so you drop to one knee as soon as you ask that question.
As soon as that happens, Mazzeli would run up to him. Something haunts you, doesn't it? What is the meaning of this?
I don't know.
And he'll go down on
Do
one
I
knee.
feel like I can answer?
I mean, you know as a player what it is, but
But I have also
Robert
had
has
that dream about the witch.
Yeah, you had the dream, which and yeah, you have that, and you also have several other instances that's are you can take in whatever context you wish. But yeah, I mean, go ahead, feel free to say what you want to say.
I don't know.
Did Tarek hear when Mazelos asked Robert of something haunting
You're
you?
right beside him, so I would say, unless you guys moved away, yes, you would.
Because I want to try. I'm not sure if it's going to help, because as soon as you said that, he wants to cast Eyes of the Grave.
Okay, throw Eyes of the Grave into the chat, and then we can tell the viewers what happens. At first level, you gain the ability to occasionally sense the presence of the undead, whose existence is an insult to the natural cycle of life. As an action, you can open your awareness to magically detect undead. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any undead within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover. Give me 1 second now. Right there.
Does Robert's skull count as total cover? That's the question.
No, you do not detect any undead. You
don't-
open your senses, and when you do this, it feels you feel slightly vulnerable because your mental and spiritual defenses, they're dropped for a second. as you invite anything malicious or negative or evil in for a split second. And usually if there's something there, they race towards you, and that's how your eyes of the grave work. But nothing of the sort at this point.
Nothing weird at the Robert side.
No.
Okay. Cool.
I don't know how to explain it. Sometimes I feel something that feels like a darkness that reaches out, and I have to fight it. I don't know. It could just...
Are you willing?
You mean... What do you mean?
I mean, would you like me to see if there is something further to this?
Is it gonna hurt?
I would be lying if I said no. I
And
don't.
that is where we're going to take our break. We will see you guys back in 5 minutes. Thanks so much for sticking with us. And yeah, let's see what happens when you pick up in 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes. Thank you very much. And welcome back to part 2 of episode 23, Sopherone Saga. Let's jump right back in. Our friends are about to perform an exorcism?
Question mark?
Exorcism?
Try at least.
What is your name, friend?
Robert.
Hello, Robert. I am Mizelu. We didn't have chance to properly introduce ourselves. My brother, Erixium here, he's just gonna hold you steady, okay?
What? No. Why are you gonna hurt Robert?
Don't worry, my friend. We're not going to try and hurt him. I'm trying to make sure there's nothing affecting him. It may hurt him in the process, and I will make sure to look after him afterwards. I promise.
Well, you're our friends. Why would you hurt us?
No,
I'm trying to save him, not hurt him.
We brought him back to life with a scroll we found in a witch's den. So
yeah,
I mean,
and that guy got brought back too. Why are we not going to hurt him? Why is he going to hurt Robert?
I mean,
Scales.
Scroll.
It's okay. I haven't been feeling myself since I've come back. I don't know,
So
everything just feels a little bit more muted.
So you want him to hurt you? Because it's all...
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
It may not hurt him, but I'm just saying there's a possibility it could.
You feel
I slowed it all down, I'm sorry.
Racking pain, as if something, you can imagine something grabbed all of the bones around your rib cage and your back and just squished them in. And you can feel for the first time all of your internal organs as they press against each other and press against the inside of your ribs. You scream in pain and you drop to your knees. Take 1 point of exhaustion.
Erixium, grab him.
What did you do?
I haven't done anything yet. Please, just trust
me. Look at him.
Erixium,
You did
grab
something.
him. Grab him
Erixium
now.
will hold him.
Whatever happens, I just remember something saying the vessel is damaged.
What's the cup? Like what?
And the second I hear
Robert.
that, I put my hand on his chest. Bahamut, guide me, save this creature. And I do remove curse.
Scales literally has his morning star raised.
Okay.
As this
like-
happens,
Throw
I'm hitting
remove
him with
curse
a detect
into-
thoughts.
Who are you doing to detect thoughts on?
Robert.
Okay. At the very all curses ending if the object is a curse magic item. But
Oh, that's the feat. That's never mind. Here's my detect thoughts actual spell.
That says affecting one creature or object. So basically, it will remove it if it is a curse that is.
Jesus,
the
Ren.
issue.
not a curse.
Exhaustion.
Not a
Sorry.
curse. But Ren, as you do detect thoughts, and as you do that, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Cool. He also needs to make one to see whether I actually get in.
Oh,
Wisdom
I
save?
thought he was letting you in.
If he's letting me in, I'll do it. But
Did you tell him?
I DM'd him beforehand.
No.
himself that I was gonna do.
Did Ren tell Robert?
Robert.
No, he didn't tell Robert because he was like,
Well,
this guy's
then
getting
Robert
hurt,
needs to
yeah.
make a saving. Okay, so yeah,
I've been
you get
rolling
in.
like shit, so it's fine.
I need a wisdom save from Ren. 23. You, as soon as you enter Robert's mind, you hear a cacophony of sound, screams, 3 or 4 pitches, different, low, mid, high, and then even higher, all dissonant. And you hear what sounds like somebody rattling a fucking cell door on top of that. And you put your hands to your head and you're like, ah! You take half of this. You take 3 points of damage, psychic damage.
Is it?
Yeah. As you
How
just
much do I
feel
take?
this intense
Yeah.
headache.
Ren dies. Cool. So
But you also hear like you would recognize the voice of the carved witch. You hear her as you're in there.
So
I'm not in his head, but do I get any? Because obviously I've done this spell a few times, and usually it works. So do I get a feeling of what's going on?
The mechanic here is my own. It's homebrew. He's not cursed. He's possessed.
And
Okay.
scale-
There's a very specific mechanism for removing this. There's a couple of ways, but they're not in the player's handbook. Put it that way.
My
So-
jaw just goes down like.
and Scales has seen this and
Mm.
somewhat misinterpreted what's going on
Yeah.
because there was talking of hurting Robert and then Robert screaming. So obviously you're doing something to him and you're denying it. So Scales has like entered a rage and is going to hit you with his Morning Star.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's fine.
So before that happens,
Unless someone stops him because
before,
I mean, I was about to say, if I see Scales has drawn a Morning Star, Lamud is going to put himself between Scales and what's going on.
love Lamud.
Because
I will-
Lamud kind of understands what's going on. He has no idea of what exactly is going on, but he is putting himself between Scales and this.
Who is Scales trying to hit?
Man.
Phoenix. Okay, so Lamud
If I
is now
have the power to move, I would position myself like in front of him. Like
I mean, I'm just in
you
your head.
have
I'm
to
not
go
stopping
through
you.
me first.
So I know that didn't work.
You know that didn't work. You don't get a sense of what's going on. You just know it's different. I will say,
Scales' rage drops.
okay. So you guys see, and then as the ancestral guardians just appear and they go, oh, for fuck's sake, and they disappear. And okay, so what's your let me think. What's your equivalent of an Arcana check for you? Just roll wisdom.
Religion?
Just
Would it be
yeah,
religion?
yeah. Like just give me a religion. Let's see.
30-20.
That's pretty damn high.
For Ryan, yeah. It's rare he gets above 15.
For the crack, can Scales roll an Arcana because he's confused and wonders what's going on?
No.
I mean, Ren.
I mean, you can
but
roll
he's-
it, but the DC will be incredibly high. And
That's
even
why
like,
it would be so amazing.
even a
if
nat
it's
20 won't
somehow-
get it. But yeah,
Oh.
go ahead and roll. Go on. Nat 20s
Come
are
on,
not
nat 20.
guaranteed.
Come on, nat 20.
Oh.
Natural 19, close enough.
Fail.
Oh, it's a natural 8. It's a 19 for an 18.
Would I also, I don't know if this is going to be from the religion side of it, if I understand kind of roughly what's happening to him, would I understand that as with a kind of normal possession, radiance would actually be a factor to help with this?
Hard to tell, but what you do understand with that 20, oh, that's the dice from minutes ago. What you do understand with that 20 is you feel that, so Robert's there, you're there. As whatever is within Robert becomes more active, you feel the ground beneath your feet grow cold. You look down and you see any grass begin to wilt, and you see anything that's alive begin to die. And you don't know specifically how to deal with this, but you do get a shooting moment of clarity that whatever's in him is tied irrevocably to the land you walk on.
Okay, so to get rid of the land, it gets rid of that.
Well, more so that it's tied. It's not just an entity.
It's desecration.
Well, no, whatever's in him is a part. It's as much a part of this land as the weeds are a part of this land, and the flowers are a part of this land. The flowers are a part of the beauty of this land. The weeds are a part of the ugliness of this land. Everything has its place, and this has its place, and it is as you can pull out a weed and 3 more will grow from it. And you get the sense that this is not a simple thing that you can cure or fix with a single spell.
Or you can move the weeds to the side of the field where they can grow and be pretty and not interfere with the crops.
Still holding Robert and feeling this and realizing this is a little bit kind of out of my wheelhouse.
Bigger, yeah.
But there is still things I am able to do. I will cast on him protection from good and evil.
I'm still in Robert's mind. Is that going to have any effect on me?
Yes.
Are you
Until
a
the
fey
spell
fiend or
ends.
undead?
Until the
No.
spell ends, one willing creature you touch is protected against certain types of creatures, aberrations, celestials, elementals, fey, fiends, and undead. The protection grants several benefits. Creatures of those types have disadvantage in attack rolls against target. Also can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them.
What if he's already possessed? Oh, God.
If the target is already charmed, the target has advantage on any new saving throw against a relevant effect.
I just want to say, have you ever seen someone cast protection from evil on good on someone who has been like mind controlled by one of those tiny little brain doggy things, the
No,
intellect
I
of ours?
Oh.
It just like bursts out of their head.
Okay, bringing it back in to this moment. So the spell save DC is 14.
Yeah, it's not high, like.
If the target is already charmed or possessed by such a creature, the target has advantage on any new saving throw against the relevant effect. So Robert hasn't. So he gets a saving throw, does he?
That's why I was saying to him, you have to be willing and wanting at the beginning. So he has to try and force this out. And I'm trying to give him the availability to force this out.
Even if I can't force it out, I'd at least just force it back.
Okay.
As I will add this as well. As a life cleric, I would be willing to offer myself up as a vessel to save this man.
Okay, I don't think the spell offers you the...
No, but if I feel that she's trying to grab hold of me away from him...
Oh, she won't be trying
then...
to grab hold of you, my friend.
Okay.
Okay. Right, so let's figure this out then. So, my girl, let me just pull her back up here.
Oh no.
And it's like a
Since
two
you
from the
came,
salt.
you shall remain until you are complete again.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to cast...
God,
so
my horn!
Okay. All right. So
Unexpected witch fight? Maybe.
Yeah.
maybe. So
Let's
what's
do
going
it.
to happen here? What's going to
Hear
happen
us
here
again.
is... Robert, make a wisdom saving throw.
Me?
Would I be able to give him guidance on that?
No.
Can I give him
because-
advantage by being in his head?
Yes, you can, because the guidance is not concentration.
You count
Do
as
I
having
want to
advantage?
fail or succeed at this check?
Here's the thing.
And you have your guidance.
18.
Roll a d4.
Oh,
add it to it.
guidance?
18. All right.
Okay. 1 second. 1d.
Oh,
22.
nice.
22. Okay. Robert, you feel from inside you everything, every fiber of your being, you feel it being wrenched out of your physical body. You feel like your face is being if you can imagine like an incorporeal version of your face being pulled out, but you feel everything. It's being pulled out of your head. And you feel every fiber of your being pulled out of you. And you guys see as Mizelu casts this, there is howling wind that begins to stir up around in a 30-foot radius. This horrible, horrible howling gale. And
I saw Howling Gale open for Slayer in 96. Sorry.
look, that's my joke, and I do it with monotonous regularity. So well played,
Sorry.
sir. And I would have stopped the DM for that as well. And it stirs up, and as it happens, you just see this spectral vision of the carved witch being wrenched from Robert's body. This horrific hag-like creature in just grays and whites as it's pulled out, and it's screaming. Its arms are scraping and trying to fight some unseen force it can't see, and it's just evaporates into nothing.
Do I feel like her presence has left his mind now that since he's still in
you
it?
do.
Do we all see that happening?
Yes, you all see it happening.
And also, Joe, what is Robert thinking right now? Please tell me. I know
I
things.
feel like Robert would just faint from what just happened to him, to be honest.
Then what is he dreaming about? Because I can see his mind, bitch. Tell me.
It's just the Microsoft turn-off noises.
Doo-doo.
I mean,
Time to go home.
Rand
I
drops
mean-
detect thoughts if he actually does faint. Then if he doesn't,
What-
then it's still up.
what I mean, I would faint, but
As
the
that
last
happens,
thought.
everyone hears. These two horrific, high-pitched female screeches echo
That's-
out throughout the valley, throughout the mountains. As far as you can see, the trees shake. Moisture falls from the leaves. And the last thing you hear as that fades is, sister.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Robert's last thought is that the closest one is maybe dealt with now. He doesn't know if it's for sure, but he knows that the other two are gonna be mega pissed.
Oh, they are fucking
Like,
gunning for you now.
I'm only here for a few sessions.
I'm not
so I don't
cursed,
mind.
you're cursed.
Mazzella's
Oh,
like,
like-
that sounds like a Mazzella you problem.
Yeah.
Was what
Everyone heard that. Everyone heard those screeches and those voices.
was that the witch? Was she here the whole time?
Yeah, she was in his head. I was also in his head, but she was in there, like in there, like taking up root in there. That is the
Are
most
you
horrible.
still in Robert's head?
I dropped the spell if he fainted. He said he fainted.
Yeah.
Robert, you
Scales?
know he was in there, just you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At this point, after Mazzelu and Erixium have kind of laid Robert down for a second, Mazzelu's just going to be still on his shins, on his knees and stuff. He's just going to grab his symbol. Bahamut, thank you for your guidance. Thank you for allowing me this creature's release.
If you'd have failed that
Dave.
saving throw, it was going straight into Scales.
Into
You
Scales?
evil fuck, Dave.
It's a entity of misery. Of course it would do something like that.
Because
Well-
you were the purest, most innocent vessel it could find. And also, it was pretty sure you were going to fail that wisdom saving throw.
Oh, well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, so it was going straight for you.
Linda's coming for you if you do that, apparently.
Well, once Scales has had it confirmed that the witch has been here the whole time in
Yeah.
Robert, he's just gone off in a very unscales-like fashion to have a think. He's just gone
Dave.
off to one side to have a think.
There's
Okay,
a lot
well,
happened in the last hour.
Yeah, okay, all right. Yeah, sorry, Joe.
Out of character question, do my hit point maximum return to normal?
Yes.
Yay, 1 hit point back.
As McBob says, they're fighting words, they are.
Rand's gonna wipe his like a steady stream of blood that's been coming out of his nose since he came out, like he went into his brain. Like obviously he took psychic damage, just and he's going.
Okay, so what's the plan now, guys? Scales, you're having a moment.
He's having a moment.
What's he thinking about?
So Scales is doing that thing where Scales is an idiot. He is, let's all face it. But every now and then an idiot puts things together really fast. And Scales, I feel, is drawing a line between the witch was here the whole time. She was bad news, she was evil, she was sadistic. And Finar died. And Jaden left.
Yeah, I mean, it would be.
Like very recently, two very bad things have happened from Scales' point of view.
Yeah.
And the carved witch was here the whole time. So Scales is ruminating on this.
Yeah, I mean, it's 100% a case of like 2 + 2 is 10. But yeah.
But because he's got that kind of idiot savant
Yeah, 100%. Let's
logic.
go to it, yeah.
Yeah, so he's gone off and he's mulling on this. But
Okay.
because he Scales, I think it will take a while for that.
Yeah, no
mulling
worries. It'll cook away, it'll simmer away in the background.
simmer away in the background of his
Yeah.
mind. Yeah,
Excellent.
unless
Okay.
something else distracts him, and that's always a possibility
know.
because you know.
Good to know.
But that's what Scales is mulling on, where
Okay.
he's gone off to one side. He's probably over there, you know, strapping Shane back on to prep to move on while he's thinking about all this.
Shane says, sort of perks up a little bit and he says, "Well, my faithful Duke, that was rather disturbing, wasn't it? But I tell you what, we have an adventure ahead of us. Don't let that dissuade you. Let's proceed and save the continent of Sopherone. Right? Then
Yes.
we can get me fixed and then we can, how do you say, usurp the throne and reinstall the original royalty. Because I am the original royalty, isn't that right, Scales?
Well, yes, but
Yes.
unsup it. Why would we unsup it?
Usurp the throne.
Usurp it.
Unsubscribed. Sorry.
Usurp. So, well,
You, sir.
well, as you know, I was a prince so many years ago. Had I not been turned into a plant and gone missing, I would have ascended to the throne, and I feel.
So you'd have become the king,
Yes,
and
I
then
would.
you wouldn't have had the bad guy.
I would have executed the bad guys.
Yeah,
Scales.
So,
exactly.
So,
Don't trust this plant.
so Shane is basically Joffrey.
Uh-oh.
You're all screwed. Scales likes this plant.
So no more interruptions when the plant's talking to Scales, please. So, I'll tell you what, Scales. We must find. I hear we're headed to Artex. Surely there's a wizard of great power there who can.
Well, there's Isley, tongue tingly num num.
I have not heard of that wizard.
No, it's
Icy
like
tongue ningling tum num. What?
yeah, icy
Is it the
ningling tum
dragon?
tum. No, it's like
Sounds
It's
like
like
a white
sweets.
dragon.
no, it's like sweets, but it's like creamy sweets and it's frozen. It's in Artex.
Please feed the plant ice cream.
I tell you what, Duke Scales, I'm a little bit hurt and offended. You're talking about food and things I used to enjoy, when I'm but a plant. I can't enjoy these things now. You're making me feel sad.
That's I'm sorry, Shane. Or Prince Shane. I'm sorry, Prince Shane.
No, just Shane between us. It's all right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'll pull out the rank card when the peasants revolt and become annoying. But apart from that, I'm going to give you a quest, Scales. A secret quest.
Secret quest.
Secret quest.
Why is it a secret?
Because some of you, the new friends, don't like me. And I'm frightened of them.
Definitely that guy doesn't like you.
I know, I don't know why.
But maybe the other ones would.
Maybe they
Ren
would.
doesn't like you either.
But
Ren is Ren. That's the way he is.
Yes, I know. But I tell you what, I would like, when you get to Artex, see if you can find out where the most powerful wizard resides.
The most
Ask him.
powerful wizard.
The most powerful wizard. Ask him. If he can procure a wish scroll.
A wishes scroll.
A wish scroll.
A wish scroll.
Shh, don't say that out loud again.
Okay. Shh.
Find a wish scroll. Ask him or her how much it would cost. I know where a vast fortune lies. Tell him or her money is no object.
Money is no object. Okay.
Money is no
So-
object.
I bet Ren knows where the most powerful wizard in Artex is.
Don't tell Ren. This is between you and me only. Scales.
No. Okay. So I find the most powerful wizard in Artex
Yes.
and find the scroll we're not going to talk about.
No. Find the most powerful wizard in Artex. Step 1.
Okay, step 1. Find the
Step
wizard.
2. When you find the wizard, step 2. Ask if they can create or if they know the location of a scroll of the spell wish. So
Okay,
don't
but-
mention the wish until you
Okay.
find the powerful wizard.
Okay, but like you're going to be strapped to me. So if I find the wizard, maybe you could talk to the wizard.
Perfect, I'll do that. Let's leave it at that.
Okay,
You
yeah.
handle step 1. I'll handle step 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
7. Okay, yeah.
What?
1,
Yes.
2, 3, 7. No, wait. 1, 2. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'll find the wizard.
Okay.
And
perfect.
and the tingly nummy num.
What?
The icy tingly num tongue.
I don't know what that is. Oh, it's the ice cream, you mean?
It's a different name every time.
Yes, yeah, like yeah. It's famous.
Wait till
In
you
art.
taste it, Scales. Wait till you taste it.
You've had it?
It wasn't. I was a prince, Scales. I could order the servants to bring it to me for breakfast, lunch, dinner, tea, aperitif, as anything, supper, midnight snack. It was wonderful.
I can't wait.
Oh, I promise I will make sure you have all of the frozen goodness you could ever desire.
Find the wizard.
Find the wizard. Anyway, let's go back to the group.
And Scale straightens up, having finally strapped everything on, and goes and joins the group.
Okay.
Totally.
So guys, what's the crack? What are we doing here?
I mean,
I think around this point I wake up.
Yep, everyone's awake and you are all ready to go. That's
And
correct. So you need to find
I'll-
the tomb of Denikstra.
Sorry to hold you up, Dave, but I just
That's all right.
want
It's okay.
to look over to Mesolus. It is Mesolus, right?
Mezalu.
Mezzaloo.
Mesolus.
Think of the song. Down, 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 down.
I don't know the song. I'm not that
Right.
old.
Mizerlu.
Mizelu.
I'm kidding.
It's the surfer song.
Mezalu.
The one that always plays.
Pulp
And-
Fiction.
I kind of feel like I'm dreaming. And I don't know how to say this. I don't know what I can do to repay this kindness you have done me. I could do to repay you for what you've done. Because
What I did.
it felt like something that I was gonna have to carry with me until I brought ruin to everything that I know. And yeah. Really,
What
if
hap-
there's anything I can do.
What I did was nothing more than the guidance from my God, instructing me in the way to free you of this burden. I ask nothing of you. He will ask nothing of you. What you choose to do with this gift now is entirely your choice.
Thank you. They call people who are of some kind of clergy, sometimes they call them people of the cloth, if I'm not mistaken.
It has been said.
And Robert takes out his book and like kind of like makes a note.
As he's doing
Praying
that,
at the edges.
Mezzaloo would just look in and just say, but as you can see, I am a man of metal. Ting, ting, as he knocks his shield.
Man of steel. Sorry.
Oh yeah, go for it. Happy
Steel
with
man.
that.
Robert is actually finally again feeling in the mood to draw and write that he hasn't really been in for a while.
The Mezzaloo will stand up, hold out his hand to help Robert up.
Thank you.
you
So, At this point, I don't feel like I want to keep any more secrets. Is there anyone else? Do you feel like we should be more transparent with our reason for being here?
After
I
what has
ask
just
over to
happened-
Lamont.
After
think-
what has just happened,
We can trust these guys.
we can share the reason, yes.
So, what is the reason we're here again?
Limit just drops his head.
The Ren will put out his notebook because he has one, and he will hold up because he's drawn like similar to Robert, but probably in much less artistic skill. The three all the symbols like the indents in the ground, and he's gonna like hold it up and like flick through the pages. Like we're looking for something that looks like this. It's a matter of seems pretty serious. You guys familiar with Templetown?
You would know of it. I'm going to throw this up for the people in the
Yeah, it's one of them.
chat.
Do we
Players.
know or recognize any of these runes?
You do not.
That's the one that the card witch was obsessed with, isn't it?
Wait, yeah, it's just an example of a rune.
And what is the purpose of these runes that you're seeking?
They're keys of some sort. We're trying to get them to stop someone who we don't trust to have them from getting them.
Oh,
We're
and
not
there was a map
necessarily-
that led us here,
We're
wasn't
not
there?
necessarily
It was.
trying to open the door. We're
just
just
don't
trying
want
to
them.
make sure that the key stays out of reach of.
There
the-
is apparently something
Some-
powerful locked away behind this gate or gateway.
What's the paladin's name there?
So the aim is to destroy the key.
For Richard.
Yeah,
The aim is to ensure that it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
The paladin's name was Sir Richard, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Shield
so
Master,
Richard,
I think.
the Shield Master.
The
Yeah.
shield master.
Would I know this name at all?
Roll me a history check. And Arexium, you can do the same.
Yeah, he does not like the sound of locked away, gates open, something to come out.
11.
Where is Historia?
there.
Anyone
Um,
has blesses, feel free to use them now.
And there
Too
was
late to say I
this.
would have guided myself.
No, you should have said that before.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
let's
fair.
throw bless. It's what they're there for. Oh yeah, what?
I mean, look, 13 could make a difference.
13.
DC 13.
Well,
Sir
lucky for
Richard.
Damn it! I don't have a thing to curse you guys with anymore.
Because okay, so bring it down for a second. So because so someone mentioned Sir Richard, and then and also the words the Shield Master were uttered. And because you brought it up from a 12 to a 13, you remember ancient stories about a party of heroes long ago, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years ago, destroyed an evil lich by the name of Galasar, and Sir Richard was one of that party.
Scales is going to nudge Ren and say, "Was Sir Richard the bad guy in town who was a bully?"
That's Valder. And yeah, fuck Valder. He's the guy we're trying to stop getting into the temple. He's high-ranking official. He's with the king, obviously, but
But not Sir Richard.
no, Sir Richard is a paladin of some sort. They church.
Okay.
I don't really know how it works. I'm not. No offense to you guys. I'm just not big into the gods. As far as I'm aware, paladins don't necessarily serve the crown. They serve
Ren,
a god.
as you say that,
I get smite.
a strong breeze shoots by you, and collection of leaves and detritus just swirl around you like a little dust devil for a second, and then shoot off.
The fuck was that?
I just look at my brother. This Valda, what is that? A first name, a surname?
Brother, I do not mean to question your judgment, but the hearing of a seal and magical locks being opened has me on edge. Perhaps we should venture further in case she rises.
Wait, she?
He won't respond to Ren and just stare at his brother.
Quite right. I guess we're on the path together, at least for the moment. So, shall we head in?
I think there's nothing else for it. We told you why we're here, so.
And now we are here for the same reason. Evil.
Killing
But
it,
no,
right?
we're here for pieces of stone that have symbols on them, and you're here for evil. So
Pieces of stone are
In the name
evil.
of evil.
I mean, to be fair, we're this Valder dude gives off pretty evil vibes. He was doing some sketchy shit under the church, so I mean, for all we know, it could be connected. So let's just get this shit
Scales.
sorted.
He's making fun of you. Don't answer.
I didn't.
Did I hear that? 16.
I didn't-
passive.
I didn't exactly meet him, but
Yeah.
I know Valder from some time ago.
So
And
sorry, go on.
when last I saw him, he did something that I think might have been extremely evil. But I don't know what. Or nefarious, at least, because after what he did, he saw a meteoric rise in rank. Like, he wasn't exactly high ranking, but the
Shit,
authority.
are you dropping this now? Are you dropping this lore now?
Yeah,
Oh fuck. Okay, cool.
but the authority he commands now is. It's unheard of that someone goes through the ranks that quickly. So I feel
Rank
like
is he?
I don't know, but he speaks almost as if he speaks with the mouth of the king.
Yeah, well, you
And-
saw he carries no rank. He's beyond rank. And you would
Yeah.
know that there are people like that in the employ of the crown.
What is his full
And-
name?
Do I know if Valder is a first name or a last name?
It would have been Corporal Valder, would have been Sergeant Valder. No, you don't.
Would I know the name just from the surname? And the rise that he's had?
You absolutely would not. Might have a notion as to what's going on here with who. Or
I
who
saw
it is.
something a number of years ago, and I'm not exactly sure what I saw. See that climbing rank through the normal means. Something shifty is going on.
Either way,
What
he's
did you
kind of at the
see?
top of our shit list.
Well, it seems like this is a person that me and my brother are going to go and have to meet one day.
yeah, but no, what did you see?
I was scouting, like, I don't remember exactly where, but I saw me, the player, Joseph. Robert has perfect recall,
Yeah.
but so I saw him enter a, I think it wasn't one of those stone circle stuff.
Let me
That he
just pull it up
entered?
here for 1 second. It's way back.
Flashback time. Flashback in the voice of the DM, possibly.
We've had this.
That would be
No,
nice. 'cause
I don't have a
remember.
scene written, but let me 1 second now. Where are you?
All right, Dave.
Did we encounter him before or after Cribble?
4, didn't it? Yeah.
Second angle. I'm gonna have to go all the way up to the start of our first ever conversation.
I'm sorry.
Grand.
I feel like I keep throwing you curveballs this game.
You always do, yeah, definitely. Yeah, let me
I'm
just
sorry.
scooch down. It's all right.
Just so you're aware as well, Mazzelu has definitely taken note of an extra voice from something he can't see right now.
It was near the Mirelands, Rotten Moors, Shearwoods tribe cleared out of ruined version of Standing Stones. It was the Standing Stones.
Yeah.
It's in my notes anyways.
He,
Is it?
Yeah.
he went underground to perform some kind of ritual or something, and when he came out, someone congratulated him, and I can't remember the person's name, but I know that person was.
No, he didn't get in to perform a ritual. So
He went down to do something.
He went down to do something. So the long and short of it is, there was a military operation to unearth a new set of those standing stones. So there was previously supposed to be a certain amount of them dotted around the continent. Another set were found, and he was sent in to oversee the excavation, which he did. And there was also a tunnel that went down deep beneath the ground as well.
If I remember it correctly, he took in
all of the soldiers that were working there, and only he came out.
And
So
then a man named Drakfar congratulated him.
Yeah, Drakfar, yeah. So
I may not know the name, but the what's the word? The performance. Does this sound familiar to me? Based on
the performance,
as in someone going into one of these ritualistic circles.
No, basically, no. So what happened was the crown got wind of treasure hunters who had scraped away and unearthed evidence of maybe another standing stone circle, and so that was eventually relayed back to the crown, who sent out archaeologists and the rest of it, and they started digging up things, and then there were soldiers sent out to guard the place. And then what happened then was there was a tunnel uncovered, and Valder ordered all of the soldiers down there who had guarded the area, and whatever happened down there happened, but only Valder walked out, and presumably there were no witnesses to the existence of this stone circle.
I have here
hearsay
in my notes from the session that where this was originally revealed in the flashback thingy, that he also slaughtered the tribe or something there, or killed the tribe as well around. I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's right. Yeah. No, you're dead right.
Cool.
So as there's no one with
there was
memory,
a tribe that lived in those lands as well. Yeah.
Yeah, but as there's no one of memory of it, it's kind of just hearsay at this point.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
And this is what Robert just told us.
Robert told us this before to a degree, didn't he?
Yeah.
I basically said Robert Valder bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you've never spelled it out that he did a massacre before.
He didn't
Well,
necessarily.
you don't know he did a massacre. He just he brought all of the soldiers down a tunnel, and only he came back.
Maybe they died fighting something, or
Derive from that what you will.
also, we came to the conclusion that Scales' vision was tied to the standing stones, if I'm not mistaken. I keep calling them standing
You
stones.
came to that conclusion. Yes, you did.
you had a vision as well.
I will say Scales hasn't come to that conclusion, but
Yeah, we haven't actually sat down and let me draw your dream, because
we
never
may
on much
have,
together.
but Scales doesn't have any link to the standings. Well, does he? No, I don't think he does. He hasn't linked it to the standing stones specifically. It could have been any underground cavern, although he has a rough idea on the map where it was. Yeah.
We need to record that piece of forbidden history.
I mean,
I would say what you really need is to have a cleric with you at all times, because it seems like you very much need one.
Yeah, I mean, Lamode's been doing a pretty decent job of
Yes.
keeping us alive.
So that what Mazelis just did. I mean, I'm assuming I recognize the spell because it is one that I can cast.
What spell?
Protection from evil and good.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, if Mazelis does say that, instead, I'll tell him that, you know, now that I know what to look out for, I can make sure that he is protected from it in future.
He
Who,
just
Robert?
gives you a nod. He'll nod to you and just say, I believe he is fine now, but it may come in use should one of your other party members become
Possessed?
I don't really like to use that word because it's more of a how should we say, two people driving the cart.
Joined.
What possession is, isn't it? Like someone else in your brain telling you what to do,
Possession,
eventually to take over.
true possession would be them completely driving the cart.
When I was in there, I feel like that was the ending of what she was planning. At
It
least
felt
that's
more
what
like
I'm
they
drawing.
were grabbing the reins every now
The
and
wizard who understands equations is trying to explain, or
That's what he's thinking,
This
like
is
in
not-
his mind.
yeah,
Yeah, that's like he's putting 2 and 2 together and getting 5, probably. But you know,
very, very even more than that. Orixium, as you walk up towards this central statue, it's a massive, chunky 20 by 20 cube, 20-foot high cube with a statue of some sort of robed figure. Its face covered in a deep hood, wielding some sort of staff. Below it, on the ground, flicker candles. They all look like they're brand new. They've just been lit. The wind blows, and the flames do not react to the wind. What's your passive perception?
Oh, 13, I think. Yeah, 13.
How far are you away? Let me just get my little comb out here. Yep.
kill him is
You
measuring.
hear. Slamming of a wet fist on stone.
From the statue or from this direction?
Yeah.
Is it from the statue or from over in
Sorry,
this
from
direction?
sorry, yes. I thought you said, is it from this direction? Yes, it's
Oh,
from this
sorry.
direction, yeah.
Rixium will look back at his brother and say, we are no longer alone. And I'll start walking over to the thumping.
Well, that's been there since last night.
Yeah, it's been we knew about that.
And you thought to only tell us now.
I mean,
A lot
you saw
has
what
happened. I
Ah.
was going to bring it up, but I kind of forgot.
And Mazzetti's just going to start sprinting over to his brother then.
There was
But-
thumping.
I'm following behind him.
yeah, Rand's gonna start jogging over behind Robert, and he's gonna be kind of like, "Sorry about reading your mind. That was wasn't trying to find out anything. Was just trying to make sure you were okay. I didn't pry."
And let's
Derek is still at the back because he can't keep up.
Yeah, just even Rand overtakes him. He's just like, "Oh, come on."
Pong. Sniff
Oh,
the
you're
air.
okay.
What's going on?
Is it like a wooden door? Is it a
It is a stone door.
stone door? So there's no way to see through it. Okay.
And it's behind full cover in case anyone wants to it's not behind, it is behind total cover.
Okay. Brother, hang on a minute. Let me see if I can see what's beyond the door. Watch
Feels
me
like
for a
we're-
second. And I will cast clairvoyance, which allows
Ooh.
me to put an orb behind the door and see through it. Oof.
Oh, what the fuck is that?
What the hell?
Oh,
It's like the ghost from Casper.
Look at the tongue.
You see this tongue whipping around the place, and it's these meaty, just ruined hands that are just like its hands are just dripping with viscera and broken flesh, and the bones in its hands are just destroyed. But it still like one finger is completely ruined, and you can see what terrifyingly looks like a spectral finger that is clinging on to this the horrible physical wicked looking claw. So it has it's completely destroyed its hands, but there is some sort of spectral ligaments and tendons that are still holding those terrible claws where they need to be.
And is there just one of these?
Seems to be.
And nothing else in this room at all?
What's that?
Nothing else in this room at all?
So there is there's a coffin that is chained shut,
Right.
and there is a huge kind of stone gargoyle thing. That's just sort of, that seems to be. It's not sitting on the floor. It's actually part of the ceiling that is sort of leaning down.
There seems to be some form of mausoleum. There's only one creature in there, but it looks very similar to these creatures we fought. Not quite so flappy.
Something at least.
I will slip on the gloves.
You want to slip on the gloves?
Hmm.
You need a short rest to attune to them.
Oh no, I mean like, oh, so we didn't get chance. Okay, yeah, fair enough. I'll put them away.
If you want to
some other
retcon
time.
them and say that as soon as you
I've
find
attuned to
I'm
them.
allowed.
I wanted to attune to them. I just don't wear them all the time because I might have to draw. Do I have to wear them all the time to attune
no,
to
you
them?
do not. No, you don't.
Okay.
So as soon as you found out, do you want to retcon and
yeah.
say that you started to attune to them?
Hmm.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm going to switch it from seeing to hearing to see if I can hear anything else in this room that might kind of give me cause of concern. I might not be able to
Perception
see something,
check.
but can I hear anything?
Make a perception check.
Okay. Natural 20 for 26.
Shit!
You're
Yeah.
challenging me for those.
The orb
What are you, a cleric?
the orb spins around, and the chains on top of that coffin tighten. Yeah. I'm the keeper. There comes one forced to carry the gem. Let me out. I promise a swift death. Swifter than you would ever can deserve.
So I'll come out of the thing because essentially during doing that, my senses are not my own in the sense of where I am.
Yeah.
There is another creature. He's locked within inside a coffin. Seemed at least to have enough sentience to offer threats. What do you wish to do about this? My mind is to go in and destroy all of it.
Oh, yeah.
it is between us and our goal.
We assume. I mean, there's other buildings. We haven't checked those.
Anything still alive, but not meaning to be alive, should be eradicated. I'm sure our dwarf friend here would agree with me.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing, but at least I think the smart thing to do would be take them one at a time.
Scales has dropped back to beside Ren, and he just kind of quietly says to Ren, "Is this like the plug? I shouldn't just open it."
this is definitely the situation like the plug. We need to talk before, because get into position, because you just open it. We don't know what that thing is. So
It's a map. IRE says, "Bring it," and Miss Shawbarker says, "Give it a hug."
Derek will just be at the back screaming to sorry.
I look behind me and see nothing, and then I look down like, oh, sorry. I forgot it.
No, it will just be at the back and scream.
Two of them.
Then we kill it again.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Yes.
Even
Enough
if it
talk.
doesn't,
Does not bleed.
I think we should get into a position. The people who can take a hit stay up front. People
I
who
can't
can't move
couldn't have
back.
scales anymore.
Who can quickly open the door and move out of the way?
I can quickly open the door.
If you
Because
need a
this-
certain level of finesse, I could.
Is
maybe
Eryxium
open the
wearing his
door,
armor?
but
We don't have a certain level of Frenar anymore.
Because if someone is willing to do that, there is a spell that I do have prepared today that might make this potentially a bit easier on us.
I'm gonna stand on the other side of the door.
You will need to give me at least 20 feet of room.
Is Eryxium armored up yet, or is he back in his robes? Or what's
No,
the story?
he's duped out and ready to go.
Okay. I was about to say, because if not, he's probably geared up.
No, the good Lord left him in his armor as he was in a dangerous place.
Friend, where do you want this space? In front of the door?
In front of the door, so as Lamut would explain it, anything in a 20-foot radius from the door.
So you don't want me to open the door?
You would need to open the door and run.
Derek,
Okay.
your passive perception is 14. You see the walls here begin to shake.
Hey,
Here.
If we're going to do it, we need to do it quick.
Brother, move out the way. Let him do his duty.
Now move.
And I will then basically hold a spell until Scales is 20 feet away from the door.
I'm going to cast haste on Scales.
Okay.
So the golden circle opens below Scales' feet, and then just like golden energy rushes up over them. They're faster.
So haste means double.
Scales
This is the first
It
time
is.
Scales has been hasted. Yeah, this is going to be fun.
You're going to
Okay.
run off like the Flash and we won't see you.
It's
You
going to
have
be
to
like,
give a
"Woo!"
child a Red Bull.
This is like a 6-year-old's first energy drink.
Yeah. Okay, so okay. Back in character for Scales. So
actually,
I open the door and I run. Yeah,
And
What?
you just need to get 20 feet away from the door.
that's all I do. I open the door and I run.
Yep.
Okay.
20 feet straight back is probably your best bet.
Ready?
Go.
Scales is going to try to open the door.
Can I hold a firebolt when the door opens?
Yeah.
Cool.
3, 4,
I have my pen and paper ready.
I have
Not
my
in
hammer.
real life because I don't have those things with me, but I am.
So Scales, as he like cracks his knuckles and like does his shoulders and gets ready to do this and
You feel
pull
the
with all his
door-
strength.
The door. It's back at the door now. So I moved it around the crypt for a while, and now it's back at the door. You can wait until it moves away from the door if you want, but it's like
Oh no, Scales isn't gonna like do that. He's gonna sling Shane across to the back of him just to like
oh thank
Although-
goodness.
Upside
that's
down.
possibly not good for Shane as he turns and runs. But anyway, he's gonna do that because he's like, yeah, that's his move.
Look at Ryan, I love it.
I got my hammer ready.
He's got the hammer ready. It's amazing. Sorry, go on.
Four.
So Scales, what does Scales need to do to try and open the door? Or can I just open the door?
No, you can. It's a very heavily sealed door, so I'm going to need you to. Let's make a strength check, or
Strength check.
actually make an athletics check. DC is 25.
Okay. Is there anything I can do to put this at
Obeying
advantage?
them. Oh, wait.
Haste
You
doesn't
can
give
rage.
advantage for that.
You can rage to give yourself advantage on strength checks.
You can become enraged.
Oh, athletics is a strength check. There we go.
Athletics, yeah.
Okay.
That's the
20.
Natural 20 for 23.
Well, that's it didn't even roll as a.
You have a bless.
Bless.
I do have a bless. I will go with
roll a 1d4. If you get it,
because I can't do better than that 20, even if I do it at advantage. Okay, here we go.
Yes.
So that's
holy
27.
fucking shit. So Scales just goes, puts a foot against the door, bang, and then nothing happens, and then it just. But you see a little bit of concrete dust just, and then Scales just moves back and goes, and puts the door through.
And then Scales goes
on
one,
top of this creature.
two,
Yeah, on top
three,
of this creature,
4,
which is now prone.
5.
Yeah, and you're going to move back.
Well, I had to. That's what Lamud said. He said
that's totally
get
fine.
20 foot away. You know.
That's awesome.
So I moved what I reckoned was 20 foot away.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, cool.
Really fast though.
Yeah. So
this thing is now. Hold on. Who's rolling d20s here? Oh, sorry.
That's the glad.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So door goes in on top of this creature. It falls prone. Unless someone has anything prepared.
Fireball held.
Okay.
So.
It's
It's prone, so disadvantage. So that's a 9.
No, it's currently covered by a door, so you're going with the 9. Yeah. So
cracks at the door. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So with that missing, Lamud is casting his spell that he held, and he's casting Spike Growth.
Nice.
Centered on the door.
Okay, drop it where you want it.
Impale the fucker.
There should be a template there. Drag it in, and oh my fucking god! Now that's everyone that has to go through that, isn't it?
We're not going in. This thing needs to come out.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Wow.
All right. Let's everyone roll initiative, please.
Yay.
Roll.
Do I see this thing?
Nice.
Yeah, where are you? You are. Yes, you do.
Damn.
Do you want a little? Let me just set this to the back, and then here's a Shift Z.
Ew.
Telling you, it's Fatso from Casper.
Yeah, it really. Robert, finally you.
This is a bloated ghoul. A bloated ghouls are ghouls who've engaged in ritual gorging in the flesh of hundreds of humanoids. Their bodies swelling with A bloated ghoul's home is often slick with spilled blood and guts, which it happily licks off the floor and walls. About to be. Oh, I'm about to just hang on. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Damn,
look at
Rob.
No wonder he's asking for the turn order. The fucking game breaker.
About time. Like as soon as you get
27. Oh, sorry. Oh, no, it hasn't. My bad. Sorry.
They've got Spike Growth on there. I'm assuming that's the creature.
Just give me 1 second, John. Let me just.
No problem.
Dynamic loading. Select that and delete that. Can you see now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What were you asking, John?
I said you've got Spike Growth on the turn order. I'm assuming that's the creature.
Shit. Yes. Okay. 1 second. Back to. Yeah.
While you do that, just difficult terrain. For every 5 feet the creature travels through the space, it's going to take 2d4 piercing for every 5 feet.
Nice.
Okay, cool. It has no idea that that's.
I'm going to move to here. Can I see the thing?
Yes, you can.
Does the door on top of it count as cover?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So fists like this, and from his new gauntlets, kind
of nice.
And then he like puts his hand forward, and these two claws shoot straight at the creature, but it just swerves right past the door towards the creature because Yes.
Excellent. Roll to hit, my friend.
I will do that shortly. I just want to ask if I could bonus action insightful fighting before. To make a deception check.
Okay. I'm pretty sure its charisma is fairly outstanding.
Is that a 2?
Oh, it
or
has.
a-
It actually has +1 on this. D20 +1. I got a 16. Isn't that right?
Okay,
Yes.
yeah,
And I'm
that's a
gonna
success.
throw one of my blesses on top of that. Thank you,
I
Linda.
already failed.
Doesn't matter. 17.
Okay. So no sneak attack. So it's just 2 ghostly daggers going at the guy at disadvantage.
I thought you ignore covers.
Disadvantage because he's prone.
All right.
12 to
so
hit.
12 to hit.
AC is 14 natural armor.
Okay. Second hit. 12 to hit again. So
12
no.
to hit is a miss. Again, this door is there, like, and the door kind of shifts as it sees this dagger coming, and then just one of them goes, and it just doesn't pierce at all.
Okay.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Bonus action. I have some movement left. I don't want to be the first guy hit by this guy, so I'm gonna move to there.
Okay, moving on. Ren, you're up.
Cool. So, question for the DM is spike growth. If I light the spikes on fire, will it do more
Thanks,
damage?
Mr. Jawbreaker. I got another bless. Sorry, go on, Ren.
If I lit the spikes on fire, would it do more damage to the creature?
It would destroy them.
Okay. I was just double checking, just I can't the combo spell it. What I'm
Then
going to do.
limit would destroy you.
So it's behind the door, but like I know where it is. So if I magic missile this thing, can I still hit it?
What?
I know it's on the ground underneath the door. So if I like,
Yeah,
shoot a magic
as
missile
long
over
as
and
you have
over.
line of sight to the door,
Yeah.
you know, and the bit of it underneath, yes, you can.
Cool.
Where are you?
I'm here.
Oh yeah, sorry, I see you right now. Cool. Turn order was in the way.
Yeah, so that's the first one does 2. So what did my character sheet closed? So that's 3. I'm only casting at first level, so that's 1. So it's 2 points of damage. It's 3, so 5, 6, no 7. So
7 points of damage.
Yeah, 7 points of force damage.
That does it, right? It's dead.
Yeah.
Did-
I figured
so,
not, but
yeah,
like I'm
so
yeah.
Ren just you know, just draws this arcane power through his hands, and these bolts of force energy just shoot through the graveyard and just underneath the door. Boom, boom, boom. You hear this howl. What damage is it?
I don't want to cast. I don't want to use big slots until it's like out in the open. So that's my turn. Well, actually, no, it's not my turn. I'm gonna take step here behind the bush, just out of the way. So if it charges out, I just want to be in your direction.
Lamud, you're up. Are you concentrating on spike growth?
I am concentrating on spike
Good to
growth.
know.
It's going to take up
Concentrating
5.
on haste, actually.
Before you do that, Lamud, can I get a what's your passive perception from just move back to where you were?
Not much. I think 12.
12. Okay.
Mine 17. I'm pretty close.
Yeah, you hear some pounding in the walls over here.
Over where? Can you do a shift ping?
Shift ping.
Okay. Cool.
Cool. Good to
Thank
know.
you.
But yes, seeing as Limit doesn't notice anything, he's still going to take that 5-foot step to there. And he is going to hold Ice Knife for until the creature is upright.
Sean, be careful. We do have a dwarf in the party now.
Okay, that's it for you.
That is it for me.
Orixium.
Orixium will look down at the spiked growth in front of him. And he's not thick, so he won't walk on it. So he'll just hold arcane energy in his hand and wait for the creature to come towards him. So he's going to hold a cantrip until the creature stands.
Right.
Eldritch Blast.
And then that'll end his turn.
All right. Derek.
Hello?
Okay, so Derek is going to move up 5, 10, 15 over here. And then he is deciding he's going to help the people. And he's going to cast Blaze. You blaze up to 3 creatures. So I'm going to blaze Scales, Lamut, and Uryxium.
Awesome.
Hey.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Please remember your D4s, please.
I've got
So
it as
that's
an attack
D4.
modifier.
That's D4 on the hit, not on the damage.
Yeah.
Hits and saving throws.
Savage.
So as Derek like walks, because he likes to flip the coins, and this time he just flips another 3 bronze coins and just like scatters towards all 3 of you. And it disappears. And then he just
He's paying the ferryman.
yeah.
All right, that it for you?
Yeah, that's all he can do.
Okay, moving on to Spike Growth.
What?
Did it stand?
It moves up and
But
stands.
If it stood, will that trigger my cantrip?
Yeah, if it stood his cantrip and my ice knife trigger.
Okay, go ahead before it moves.
24 for 10 points of necrotic.
10 points, and let me just check if it's how it feels about necrotic damage.
Oh, chill touch. Nice.
And then 21.
Hold on
for
1
8.
second.
problem.
Damage resistance is necrotic. So what's that?
So 5
10.
points.
How much?
5 points of damage instead.
Perfect, thank you. Okay,
Then
5
from
points of
the-
damage.
The
I
ice
can't
knife
heal at least.
21 to hit
Yep,
for 8 piercing and 5 gold.
8 piercing and 5 cold. Let's see how it feels about cold.
5 gold if it fails the deck save.
Oh yeah, if it fails at
There's a
DC
dex
13
save.
deck save.
Yeah, it fails. So what's that? 13?
13 total, yeah. And just a note, Dave, if, the spike growth area is difficult terrain,
Yeah.
so it's double movement for it. And for every 5 feet it moves, it's going to take 2d4 piercing. So you just need to tell me how far it moves.
No worries. Give me 1 second to move this thing to the back. Yeah, so it was there. So it's going to go 5. So it's half movement. It
It's
has
half
40.
movement for it.
It
Yeah.
has it has 40. So it's half to 20. So 5. So it gets to there, doesn't it?
10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
it's
it's going to
10.
only move 10 feet because the 20 feet it has left, it can only move 10 of them.
Yeah, so 5, 10. So it's there.
All right, so it's going to take 44
Cool. Roll. What type of damage?
Piercing.
piercing, so 9 piercing.
Okay. Okay, it's going to use its action to dash. It's going to take another, what, 1d4?
2d4.
2d4, roll again.
So another 6.
And then it's going to move to here, and it's going to crouch down behind the coffin. Stay there. Moving on. Oh, why is Jaden in the turn order?
Back.
Did he
Hey,
log
don't
in
do
and
that.
just... Okay, Scales, you're up. That's really
Okay, so Scales is raging, so
Mhm.
his usual
nice. Don't like this.
totally suave self is not quite here. So Scales wants to race after this guy, but I think once he enters the field, he's going to feel damage and he's going to back off. So I'm going to go with 5, 10, 15, and now he's in the field,
Mhm.
and he takes damage.
2d6.
34, isn't it?
2d4.
Oh, sorry.
Five
Is-
down to 2.
Is that bludgeoning or
Piercing.
Yeah.
Piercing.
down to 2? Okay, so he's down to 2 damage. Sorry, give me 1 second. And I think Scales has enough awareness to like count how far he has to go and be like, nope, and back up again. And in a very unscaled-like manner, he's gonna go like,
Okay.
because he wants to go over there and smack that guy,
He can't.
but he's not going to run across this field of pain to get there to do it. So yeah, that's Scales' turn.
Gales, you do see over this field of spike growth. You do see this thing shaking at the chains that bind that coffin. Clank, 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 clank.
Yeah, I'm thinking Scales is in that primal mode of like, it hurts, and I can do an assessment of how much it's going to hurt to get to the other side of the hurt zone.
But you do notice that this thing is trying to interfere with the chains that bind this coffin now.
Yeah, like Scales doesn't know who cast the field of hurty things, but he's pissed.
Yeah.
And that's Scales' turn.
They're in the way. Yeah, cool. Moving on, Mazelu.
Smart.
Okay.
It's underage, though.
I'm just going to take one step over.
No, I took damage, so no.
Yeah, it's a smart use of it to extend their age. That's a good idea.
See the coffin with the door open.
Yeah.
And I'm going to start cooking this fucking coffin with a sacred flame.
Okay, so you're going to do radiant damage to the wooden coffin.
Oh, it's radiant, not. Okay, well, I'll do it to the creature then. If I can't do it to the coffin,
So
I'll do it to the
that is
creature.
what's a deck save, is it? Here
Yeah.
we go. Come at you. So +0. Here we go. So what does your what does your sacred flame look like?
It's not like a normal flame color. It's actually like a platinum smoke that once it gets out past extension of maybe 30 feet from me, it starts writhing as if it's like wings of a dragon.
Oh, nice.
It's if you imagine a dragon coming out of a volcano and how you see the smoke and then you suddenly see the wings. That's how it looks.
Like Conan the Destroyer when the thing just comes across a lake.
Yes. Yeah,
Fucking
exactly.
Amazing. Okay, cool. That's an 18.
I think it's save or suck, so
Yep, it is, yeah.
Mm.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so it just pulls a big huge flap of its own skin over its head, and it just impacts but does nothing.
that's it.
That's it. Moving on to Robert.
So, yeah, I think I've seen what happens to people who touch the spiky spikes. But I'm going to warn everyone that there's more noise coming from up ahead, up north. Just so they're aware of that.
Okay.
And this mausoleum doesn't have any windows or anything like that, right?
No, it has one door and one door alone. Sorry, I keep moving
Okay.
the fucking thing.
In that case, I am going to move 30 feet to there and
Okay.
attempt to hide from the people inside.
Okay.
And I will ready my action in case I see an enemy. I will throw the daggers at them.
Okay, Ren, you're up.
Cool. I am going to hold a firebolt in case I see anything come out the door because I can't really do anything else. I'm concentrating on haste.
That's it for you, Labud.
So Lamuri's gonna shout the question at the party, if he should leave spike growth up. I don't know if you'll allow them to answer back.
Of course it was a free action. Yeah, it's fine.
No!
Scales is a no. What's
No,
the rest of the
hurty!
party think?
We can't get to it while it's there. I don't think it's going to come out. It realizes what it does.
All right. If that is the case,
That's why I rolled an intelligence check for it.
yeah, 100%. If that's the case, Lamuri is going to free action drop spike growth.
Okay.
He is going to bonus action wild shape.
Oh, fuck
Okay.
And I just want to double check something quick. No, not that one. Yeah, he is going to bring out the wolf again.
Is he transforming or summoning?
Is there a she-wolf in the closet?
Yes, there is.
Excellent.
No, he is physically wild shaping.
Okay.
And then going to go 5, 10, 15. I'm assuming squeeze to get through the door.
No, it's a 10-foot wide door. You're grand. You can
Okay.
squeeze through there. No squeeze necessary.
20,
Mhm.
25. I can't see through the wolf's vision. I'm
What?
just going to throw. I can't see with the wolf's through the wolf's token.
1 second now. You should be able to give me 1 second.
Have you ever seen a wolf? They're all
There's
flukes. They
vision.
can fit through small spaces.
There's night vision. How's that?
Yeah, that's much better. So that was 25, 30, 35. I'm assuming that's within range.
You'll have to go another
Or
little
do you
few
want-
feet. What's
All right,
the
so
reach?
No reach.
Okay.
So
Yeah, there you go. Now you
basically
have it.
get right on top of him.
Yeah.
And then I will try to chew on his face.
Yes.
Not going to taste nice, but go ahead. That's a
Mrs.
2 for a 7. That's a miss.
I'm assuming he doesn't have an AC of 11.
His AC is 14.
Yeah, so I'm not even going to throw a bless on him. Wait,
Isn't
do I
Limud
still have-
still-
Yeah, you can stack a bless and the trap blast, I suppose.
That's fair, yeah.
Oh, yes, I get my D4 from my... Okay, so let's do...
So you can roll
2d4.
2d4 if you want.
but I've blessed Limud.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm doing your bless and then a chat bless. So
Okay.
total 2d4.
Come
Two
on.
4s here.
Yeah, that's
Between
perfect.
3
I
and
think.
2 is 5 and 12.
No, shit.
12.
Just he snaps, and it just seems to pull up these flaps of skin that mean nothing to it, and your wolf-like jaws just snap on them, and it doesn't bother it whatsoever.
Yeah, and that would be my turn.
Orixium.
Orixium, now that the spikes are gone, will go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can he see the bloated ghoul, or is it like...
You can see bits of it, yeah, because it's underneath this, like, the jaws of this snapping dire wolf. You can see it.
Well, let's throw some eldritch energy at it. Pow pow!
Pew pew pew.
Ooh.
23 and 4 is 27, and 7 and 4. It's a natural
It's a
one.
natural
unfortunately.
one.
Yeah, so 27 first. Let's roll the damage for that.
It's 6, it's auto done.
Oh, lovely. 6. Okay, cool. So yeah.
Force this time.
Force damage. Okay, let me just go -6. Cool. And it hits it square in the ribs, and it's screeches.
Got it.
100.
55 for a D100 and the spell attack. Give me 1 second. Melee with weapon. Where's my other spell from the chart? 1 second.
And what an eventful session this has been so
Yeah.
far. Jesus.
Character development galore.
Loads of RP, which I really enjoyed, by the way. Okay. So what did you go? What'd you roll?
55.
55. Where's 20? Full charge. 1 sec. 55. Shit. Caster casts an anti-magic field 100-foot radius instead.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
There's no chance I can counter spell that since it's a D100.
No,
is there?
there's not.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to check something.
Yeah,
I seriously need to check something.
you're out of that. If that's what you're thinking.
You actually magically assume the shape of a beast. It's up to you, Dave.
It's pretty much the whole fucking. It's the whole fucking
map.
graveyard. 100-foot radius.
Does it say how long it lasts?
Radius?
Yep. 1 second now.
We are all fucked. Actually,
Ah.
Scales isn't.
Natural one.
Scales is all right.
Caster
No,
counts
Scales
anti-magic field.
isn't.
100-foot radius instead.
Doesn't specify how long though, does it?
50-foot. No, it doesn't. I
Shit.
will specify how long.
So Dave, I'm just going to throw this into chat. You make the call. If I drop out of wild shape,
Whoa.
God, so long.
because it
Magically
does
assume
say-
the shape. You're out of wild shape.
All right.
Scales haste is dropped because of that, and you
Yeah.
are stunned.
Any other
Unfortunately.
magical effects? Robert, your things don't work. Your your gauntlets don't work.
And the blesses is gone.
Blesses are gone.
I have normal daggers.
Your
Okay.
+1 weapons still work.
That
No.
was pretty serious. Erixium, is
I'm
that it
gonna
for you?
throw my +1 silver
yeah,
dagger
that'll
of
probably
returning
do.
because it's not gonna come back.
Okay, Derek,
I
you're up.
don't think it affects my weapons.
Anti-magic field affects everything.
No, fair enough.
No, my mouse
Okay.
decided not to work. Yay!
So
Magic
nobody
card
has
mouse.
been hiding a secret form behind.
Derek, what are you doing?
Yeah, sorry, my mouse decided to drop me.
Okay.
So
let's
not-
just- there we go.
So
There we go. Okay, Derek is just now useless because no magic. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Come on, okay, he's gonna dash then.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh shit.
Okay.
That's all he did. That's all he can do.
I don't know what the fuck Jaden's here. Let's get rid of him. Scales,
What?
you're up.
He would have
missed
been useful right
now.
now.
Sorry,
All
Derek. Is there
right.
something else you want to do?
Derek.
No, you missed. I think it's now the creature's turn.
Oh,
You
yes, you're
removed
right.
it,
Sorry, yeah. 1 second. Give me one
Yeah,
second.
sorry, it goes on initiative 5.
Thank you very much.
No.
Shit, lads.
That is, I mean, I've seen crit fumbles be game changers, but that is a big game changer.
Fucking
I mean,
huge game changer.
Here's hoping it fucked what was ever in the like the crate or the coffin, you know.
Well, I was just gonna say, are these
Could be
things
magic.
magically created?
Yeah. Or like natural occurring on that.
Where are we? Sorry. Sorry, 5. There we are. Go. Damn it.
Yep.
Lovely. Cool. So. Right. So it is these. Yeah. Right. So it reaches out to you, Lamud. And that same. It's a horrible, horrible sound. It's going to go as multi-attack. So it's going to go. It makes 1 bite and 1 claw attack. So here we go.
Mhm.
First off, when the bloated ghoul takes, oh yeah, go. Sorry, so here comes the bite. 11 to hit.
Gonna miss.
Claw. It's a nat 20.
Also gonna miss.
Oh,
why?
Because I say so.
Because he
For
wants it to.
30 to 26 points of damage.
Ow.
And I need you
D100?
to succeed in a DC 14 in 1 second con saving throw, or have your speed halved and have disadvantage on dex-based checks and saving throws for 1 minute. Target can repeat the saving throw at the end of its turns.
I'm assuming we are no longer blessed.
You are no longer
Yeah.
blessed.
no.
So you take 26 points of damage.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. So you don't have your speed halved, and you don't have disadvantage on dexterity-based checks. But you do take that, and let's roll a D100. Do you want to roll it for me, John?
Sure, why not? $38.
38. You were able to maneuver towards your opponent while attacking and attempt to harass them. After your attack, You can choose to attempt to grapple your opponent if you have a free hand, or attempt to shove your opponent if both your hands are in use. Let's see.
Oh, it doesn't have hands.
No, it's not going to do that. Oh, it does have hands. It's got 2 huge hands.
But I thought it smashed its hands in.
Yeah, it just
You
beat
weren't
in the
listening.
face with it.
Oh wait, oh yeah, it has the glowy ghost hand thing.
Yes,
yeah,
it does.
yeah. Sorry.
Okay, let me just see if I can do anything else.
Talk about game changing.
That's all I can do. Moving on.
Scales get skipped because stunned.
1 second.
Didn't I get a chance to
were
stand
we?
up, though?
So we were.
No, you get stunned because haste gets dropped. So yeah,
Next turn. Okay.
yeah.
1 second. I'm kind of lost where we are now.
Should be
Yeah, they've just
It should be Mazzelli.
your turn, yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah. Cheers. Perfect.
And then it's Mazzelli, yeah.
Perfect. Go.
Okay. Seeing all of them run in now, I'm assuming they've got it handled. I don't know the effects of what's just happened because I don't feel any different necessarily. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to run this way and I'm going to hold the back line. I'm going to hold an action to hit with my hammer if something decides to come at us from the north.
Okay, Robert.
Seeing Lamont go in and nothing coming out, I am going to pop out behind the door.
Movie token.
Sorry, I just need to zoom in a bit here. The door is there.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm gonna move up to there. I see the thing. I tried to shoot 2 daggers at it by putting my hands together like that. Nothing comes out, so I'm like, oh shit. I draw one of my normal daggers.
The doctor should be able to help you with that, by the way.
It's okay. Help us the best of us.
And then yeah, I just chuck a completely mundane dagger at it.
Go for it. Roll to hit. It has a little bit of cover here. Miss.
I don't think I'm gonna hit.
Nope.
I hit Lamont instant.
Anything else you'd like to do?
That was action. I still have bonus. I'll bonus action do incital fighting again.
Okay.
1 second.
Is it? It's a charisma.
It's a charisma, yeah.
D20 plus 1. It's a 2.
It's a 2?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So yeah, okay, he failed. So I can use sneak attack on him if I can manage to land a hit.
Okay, excellent. Moving on. That it for you? Ren.
Ren's been hit with anti-magic before in the chessboard trap, so I'm assuming he knows what's just after happening. Like he recognizes the feeling of being cut off.
Yeah.
So in a bit of a panic, he's going to reach for his like belt and he's going to pull out a dagger that's kind of rusty. Like he's not really having much use for it, and he's just going to hold an attack if something comes near. He doesn't really know what to do. He's lost for words.
Okay. All right. Moving on. Lamud.
All right. So Lamud knows exactly what's going on because he was knocked out of wild shape. So he is going to do something that he hasn't done for a very long time as well. He's going to reach for his scimitar.
Wow. Okay.
He's carrying on his belt, and he's going to take a swipe at this.
Roll to hit. 11.
And I'm going to
does
chuck,
not meet a 14.
I'm going to chuck my last place on top of that
Go for it.
because I think
That's
I
not
need
magic.
to.
Nice.
That's a hit.
That will make it a hit for
You
7
feel-
points slashing damage.
You feel your arm just guided by some otherworldly force, and puts this horrible stroke, and you see the flesh just unfold like a macabre Christmas present.
Good.
Dave, I have a
How much?
question.
1 second. 3 points of damage, is it?
No, it's 7 points slashing.
7 points of slashing damage.
What's
And
happening
then-
to Shane?
do you mean?
Anti-magic field, because he's magically transformed into something, and he's just been thrown into an anti-magic field.
Do you want to use your action to make a perception check?
I've already used my action, but I'm just curious if anything happens like
Well,
that.
next time you can use your action to make a perception check.
But bonus action, Lamud is just going to utter a short prayer to Lithwick.
Miss Jawbreaker says, "You let Shane be in peace."
No, fuck that guy.
Possibly pieces.
I was going to say definitely pieces.
Moving on, Erixium.
Sorry, Dave. I'm
Sorry,
not
Lamud.
completely done yet. I'm just going to
Sorry,
step
my apologies.
around this thing just to make a bit of room there.
Okay, perfect. Sorry,
And then that's the turn.
Erixium.
Question the first. Erixium's armor and weapons are technically divine boons. Do they count as magic?
Say again.
His weapon and armor are summoned by divine properties. Do they count as magical?
Yes, they do.
Awesome.
No.
Get to punching, boy.
Start changing.
Oh, I hate anti-magic. It's the worst.
But is them
Um,
existing magic, or is them being equipped magic, though? You could argue that.
He senses that it's his fault, so he will go 5, 10, 15, 20. Does this count as being in combat, or does he need to stand in this square?
You'll need to move in.
I just wanted to make sure it wasn't
Yep.
doubling up, that was all.
Okay.
And he will pull a rusted dagger from his clothed belt and attempt to stab the creature.
For a 13 is a miss.
And then that will end his turn.
At the end of your turn, the anti-magic field disappears.
Oh, thank fuck.
Moving on. Derek, you're up. You may be muted.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're muted.
Oh, I
I've
am.
been
There we
muted. Yeah, I've been muted.
You look
Okay.
really into what you're saying, though.
Yeah, I was like, does Derek know he can cast spells now?
Yeah, I mean, your headache is gone, and you can sort of hear yourself think again.
Okay. In that case, he's going to cast Sacred Flame.
Okay. So it gets a dexterity saving throw. That will be that's a fail. So how much damage?
That will
2d8.
be 2d8.
6 points of damage.
No,
No, that's your-
No,
That's
sorry,
a
that's
roll.
me.
Yeah. Okay, so I just have to do 2d8s here.
Yep.
So many buttons to choose.
Not bad.
Nice.
9.
Okay, so your sacred flame lands in it, and it's almost like you can see this light fall of rain drip from the sky, and it lands on its shoulders and its head, and you can just see this almost acidic effect as parts of it just begin to dissolve. The flesh, especially on its shoulders, dissolves very, very quickly, and you can see now it has like where like lumps of flesh were on its shoulders. You can see now it's just like these like sharp bones now.
Oh, in that case, Derek will
You
be
made
very
it.
glad.
You made it more dangerous, oh no.
We won't know. So Derek is going to get on top of the coffin,
Okay.
but he wants to it's all like get there.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right. Moving on. It's the turn of the loaded ghoul. So it's going to go with its multi-attack again. First off, when the loaded ghoul takes piercing or slashing damage, noxious vapors. Has it taken? It hasn't.
It has taken Pearson.
It has
Has.
slash
Okay,
Yeah.
excellent. Cool.
and
So
slashing from me.
yeah, so when it takes piercing and slash, each creature within 10 foot must succeed in a DC 14 con save or take 2d6 poison damage and become poisoned until the end of the turn. So I need a DC 14 con save, please.
Of who, everybody?
You know, Dave,
Oh,
I hope
shit.
whoever wrote these undead that you're using just is having a really bad
12
day
for
right
Lamont.
now.
Is the blaze
I
still
don't.
active?
No, sorry, I never turned it off.
Oh, okay. But seeing as I've failed, I am going to use my reaction to cast absorb elements.
Okay.
Must we all three of us roll?
Hold on one
con save?
second, and let's just go with Lamud first. So explain how that works.
So basically, Lamud rate, as you know, this damage is about to just raises up his shield, and there's almost a flash of teal green light in front of the shield that just sucks some of the damage into it.
Okay. So who failed?
Must all three roll con save?
All right.
If you're within 5 feet of it, yeah, you have to.
Yeah, you have to.
You'd have advantages as a dwarf though on a poison.
Oh yeah.
Did
Oh,
the
so here we
bless
go.
come back when the anti-magic left, like a beholder's vision?
No.
Or no? I'm just throwing it out there.
I feel like when the person
didn't-
concentrating on it felt it go, they stopped concentrating on it.
No, hey, yeah. Just
No,
never
I
hurts to
didn't
ask.
cast it
So that's
again.
8 points of poison damage.
How much
All
was
right.
it? What? How much was the save? Sorry, I missed that.
DC
part.
14. Con
So I-
save.
So I'll take 4.
If you made it.
Yeah. Okay.
So you only take 2 then, because you have natural resistance to poison as a dwarf, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyone that failed it is now has the poison condition.
-2. There we go. Cool.
All right. Now, what's it gonna do? I think it's gonna go for Lamud with another multi-attack. First off, it's a bite. 20 to hit.
That's it.
18 piercing. I need another DC
Are you
14.
still alive?
I am still up, yes.
I need another DC 14 con save, or you contract Dark Cool Fever.
Oh,
I don't like that.
20.
You do not contract Dark Cool Fever. Excellent. It's going to use its other part of the multi-attack to go to Claw.
Still at me, I'm assuming.
15. Yep,
My AC is 60.
that's a miss. That's all it's got. Scales.
So now that the magic thing has dropped, do I still need to do a con save?
No, you weren't stunned. You're unstunned as soon as it's your next turn. It's on your
Perfect.
turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right then. 5, 10.
You are no longer
20.
raging.
No,
I'm
magic's
no
Yeah.
longer raging. Yeah. 25. Yeah. No wait. 5, 10, 25.
Yeah, 25, yeah.
30.
You're
Wow.
40.
This.
Busy.
Wait. Am I
It's busy.
seeing the whole thing, or is it a really tiny room? Okay.
The tiny room.
It's a tiny room.
It's a really tiny room. Okay. 35, 40. Does that put me in range of it? I think it does. Yeah.
Does.
Okay.
I mean, it's a tight squeeze though. Derek's on top of the coffin, and Erixium is like right there. Just go on. Attack is normal. It's grand.
I'm gonna go with I enter another rage,
Okay.
and I'm gonna hit it with my Morning Star, and all my ancestral guardians will appear as I attack it. For a 10.
A 10 bit bop. Its skull is not crushed.
It's not crushed.
Um,
I'm going to do my extra attack. For. Did that roll?
Mm-hmm.
That's an 18 is
An
a hit.
18. Okay, so that does 14 damage.
14 damage. Nice.
And then my extra or my bonus actions. Oh wait, no, never mind. Sorry, because I entered a rage as my
Oh,
bonus.
yeah,
So ignore that.
So as you enter the rage, your ancestral guardians pop up, and you see one very small, maybe like junior-sized ancestral guardian running along with a little spectral kite. and two adult-sized special guards are like spurring him on, and you see this little string, and it's very excited, and then you're like, ah, and they one of them just like puts his hand on the face and the head of the child and shoves him away, and the child falls over, and they pull the weapons, and suddenly they're there with you now.
Okay. So obviously now that I've successfully attacked him, he is harassed by the adults of that party for disturbing the kite lesson.
Yes. Scales, Mazzello, you're
up. First of all, I'm going to say to Ren, let's check this out. And I'm going to head towards the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to head.
Sorry to interrupt you, Ryan. Casters and Castles, thanks for the raid.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey.
What a great time to raid as well.
Welcome, guys. We're fighting something that's probably going to beat the shit out of us if our rolls keep going this way.
Fine. Thanks for the raid, guys. They are fighting a bloated ghoul from Tome of Beasts 2 by Cobalt Press.
Cobalt Beasts.
Please take Dave's card away from him. He keeps throwing the evil creation.
And I also backed Cobalt Beasts, Cobalt Press. Why do I keep saying that? Cobalt Press 3.
Uh-oh.
I think I'm going to have to now after hearing that.
Yeah, they're great. To be fair, Cobalt Press puts out some amazing stuff.
Cool. Anyway, so what do you want to do?
What do I hear from this building then? Now that I've come up closer to it.
Do you want to use your action to make a perception check?
I will, yeah.
Well, I will perception.
16.
16. You hear hammering on this side of the wall here. A cacophony of voices. If you can, like I said before, if you can imagine a 12-part harmony, but every part of that harmony is dissonant and missing their part in the register. It is maddening to hear. It's terrifying.
Okay.
And you put your hands to your head for a second. You're like, ah! There, from what you can discern, there are some things in there, and they are angry.
Does it look like the wall's going to give out?
No.
Okay, I'm still going to hold guard here for a minute.
If you can imagine, the Green Mile.
Yeah.
When Wild Bill is just going crazy.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you hear from in there.
Okay.
That's it for you?
Yeah, I'm still keeping the rear guard.
Okay, Robert, you're up.
I am within 30 feet, I think.
Yeah.
I am indeed. Okay. I am going to again action. You said there were like dagger inscriptions on these gauntlets.
Yep.
So kind of the same as when Scales' ghosts appear, like Robert pulls these two spectral ghostly daggers from the patterns on his gauntlets, and then he chucks them both at the thing as his action.
Yeah.
He's gonna use the ghostly stuff. 1 second. 2 ghostly daggers. Just a straight attack. Sorry, I don't know why it's a disadvantage.
So 13 and 13 hits. Oh no, they're 14. I think his AC is 14. Yes, 2 misses. Have you added your +1?
Ah, yeah, it is added.
Yeah, unfortunately, 2 misses.
I don't think I have any blesses left.
No,
I don't. Okay, and then with my bonus action, I will throw my silver dagger of returning as well.
The bonus action you can
do an offhand attack as an action, and the gauntlets say that it is you throw both as an action.
An offhand action as a range attack.
Yeah, you can do an offhand dagger.
Go. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Go for it.
He just doesn't get his bonus to the actual dagger.
Yeah, cool. Go. See what you got. 14.
Stop
That's
doing
a hit.
it with disadvantage.
Oh, is it at disadvantage?
No, I forgot to untick disadvantage.
14 hits, 5 piercing.
14 hits? Oh, okay. I get to do the
That's
stink
AC.
attack as well. Sorry, I get to do the stink attack as well because I did insightful fighting. So
Okay.
that's another
11.
11 damage.
Okay.
Let out the gas.
So as you throw your two spectral daggers, they just both wide of the mark, left, right, and you go. You just know the familiar
Good old
sensation
faithful.
of steel and silver. You throw it, it just sticks dunk, straight into the neck of the thing. It goes, and all this skunk and filth and steam just begins to issue from it. But you've hurt it. But right now, your friends look like they're choking on whatever's emanating from it.
I really want the sidekick daggers to hit instead, but yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately. Is that it for you?
Yeah, it's for me.
Moving on, Ren.
Cool. So,
Can
Yeah.
I just cower behind a wall?
Of course you can. No problem.
Okay.
so Ren did hear the Mizerlu say to come over there, but in his mind, the threat, he knows where the threat is, like the threat that they know where it is, and also his friends are in there. So as well, he appreciates what this guy's done for Robert. He doesn't know him yet. He doesn't, you know, there's a difference, like priorities.
Yeah.
So Ren is going to start running 30 feet towards there. A orb of fire starting to like form in his hand. So can I see it? I can. And I'm going to send a chromatic orb at 2nd level in there at him as it just bursts into a diamond in his hand. It just bursts into flame. And he eats it. So that's 2nd level. Come on, more than a 14. Don't fuck me dice. That's a 12. But what I am going to do is I'm going to throw a bless on that. That's 15. So that's shit damage.
That
That's
is a
11 points
hit.
of fire.
11 points of fire damage. So it shoots through the room, over scales his head over Eryxium's head, between Derek and Eryxium, and hits it. And its flesh begins to blister up and boil, and pustules burst. Scales, just like this massive spot bursts, and just pus lands in your face. But we're going, yeah. So how much? It's 11 points of damage.
Yeah, it's not much. Now that gas is full. It's hardly methane, is it?
11 points of damage. I'm not even going to entertain that comment. So moving on, Lamud, is that it for you, Ren?
Yeah, I don't have any for bonus
Okay,
action.
Lamud, you're up.
The mood is hurting quite bad at this point. So he is going to cast Cure Wounds on himself. He is going to do that at 3rd level.
Okay.
So that's 11, not bad, it's something. And then I just want to double check. Bonus action can. Oh, those are both actions. So bonus action, he is going to. He's going to wild shape, but the question now is not that one. Right. Yeah, he's going to wild shape back into the dire wolf.
Okay.
And that'll be his entire turn.
Okay. All right. Do you want to describe for the new viewers what this transformation looks like?
So yeah, Lamud's eyes flash with that same teal energy, and you can almost hear the snapping of bones and the distension of the muscles as he goes into this transformation. But there is no expression of pain on his face. It's almost as if he enjoys the transformation as he begins to bulge and grow in size and shape until he hunches forward into a more four-legged posture, and just say the wolf comes out.
Fucking awesome. Okay, cool. Moving on, Eryxium. What have you got? You could be muted.
Yes, I am. When the anti-magic field dropped, did the armor and weapons reapparate as they weren't?
Yes.
Right. Excellent. And looking at the great big wolf behind him,
Mm-hmm.
does that show the same signs of the poisoning that Arixium himself feels? Or can you tell it's poison?
You'd have to use your action to make an investigation check. You want to determine whether Lamud turned into the wolf and the wolf is still poisoned.
Yeah, but no, he won't wait. He'll make the assumption that because of his actions, Lamud has now been caused pain.
Okay.
And he will reach out, grab a big tuft of wolf hair, and lay on hands for 5 points to remove the poison.
Okay.
And that's his action. Yeah, and then that will end his turn.
Okay, moving on to Derek.
Okay, so just checking that I'm not muted. Derek would just like look at the creature and he just say he will like bite his tongue and spit blood to him and cast Bane on him.
Bane.
Spit on you.
Yeah, why not? For a drop of blood, just for flavor. So you must make a. Oh, I can't read that. What it says there.
Charisma save, I think.
Make a charisma save, DC 15.
+1 on this. Here we go.
I don't get why this thing is charismatic. It's such a strange stat for it to have a +1 in.
It's very smooth, Carrick. It's very smooth. And it glistens. It fails.
Intimidation is a
not-
charisma check as well.
It's currently
True.
baned.
Yeah, it's Bane.
Okay, so as you do you want to describe how the bane takes effect?
Yeah, he I'll just say he mutters like in dwarven language and just like bite on his tongue and spit on the creature while he's like saying a prayer in dwarven and curse him
Okay.
and cast Bane at them.
All right, cool. Yeah, you see, as Derek spits on him, you just see this kind of weird, kind of platinum, almost metallic, just kind of rain fall down and just almost cover him from shoulder to feet, almost like he's wearing this like cloak of some sort of cursed material. He looks around, and then Derek is like, "I was not born in the dark," and he's now baned. Moving on.
He
It
blessed
is-
the rain down in South Africa.
Yes, indeed, sir. Derek, you are closest to it, I believe. So it's going to go full.
But I'm bigger.
Yes,
I'm meaner.
it's going for Derek. Here we go.
I
First
did
up
set it on
with
fire.
the
It
bite.
wants to come after me.
So,
At disadvantage.
Ancestral Guardians.
Because the
That's a miss.
ancestral guardians
Yep,
are
that's a
bugging
miss.
it. Yeah.
thank goodness.
All of
Attack
Scale's
with
old
the-
relatives
the
come.
claw.
Still miss.
What's your
That's-
AC?
My AC is just making sure
More
is
than mine.
18. It's 18.
I'm pretty sure it's
Right.
still at disadvantage anyway.
Yeah, it is. But also,
Yeah.
it's been hit with pretty sure
Bane
it's been hit.
as well.
Bane, yeah, so it's a minus D4. for those.
Minus D4, yeah.
It's also been hit with piercing or slashing damage in the last round,
That
hasn't
was
it?
for me, yeah.
Yeah.
So each creature within 10 feet of it must make a DC 14 con save or take 2d6 poison damage and be poisoned until the end of the next turn.
Thank
So
goodness.
DC
Dwarven.
con saves, friends, friendos. Derek
21?
makes it. Direwolf fails it. Scales makes it.
Rixia.
Takes him fails, yeah.
So fail. Okay, cool. So let's go. You're going to take 2d6 points of poison damage. Boom. 6 points of poison damage.
So that's 3 minus 1.
Okay, moving on to Scales.
So Scales is going to hit this thing. Scales is going to reckless attack as well because Scales is a bit
okay.
annoyed. So that puts me at advantage to hit. So Morningstar, the old favorite, for 25 to hit.
Bip bop.
For 13
Your
damage.
skull is crushed. 13 points of damage. Yes, that takes a huge chunk of its jaw away. And it shoots across the room and lands at the feet of the direwolf.
And Scales gives like a little smile.
Now it just has an overbite and no underjaw.
Yeah.
It's still going to use its... You get the vibe, it's still going to use its hand to be its underjaw and push you up between its hand and its teeth and its upper bite.
So he will then wind up for another Morningstar attack, but I'm pretty sure this is just normal. I think Reckless is just for the first.
No, Reckless
attack.
is all of your attacks.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to keep the advantage toggle on and go again.
Bip bop, your brain goes slop.
For 21 to hit.
21 to hit for another 16 points of damage.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. Okay, you
going for its overbite.
Is this the sickle or the Morningstar?
That's the Morningstar again.
Again, yeah. Okay, grand. So crack, you swing it around again, and your second attack goes crack, and you just take out the whole side of its orbital bone, and it just shoots off across the room, and then you can see that this disgustingly rotten, fetid eyeball just splop out and land on the floor, like someone boiled an egg for 30 seconds and it just hit the floor.
No.
And with the final look of, he's not going to gag, but he really kind of maybe wants to gag.
Yeah.
The sickle will come off from the offhand.
Here we go. Reckless again.
Reckless again. 23 to hit.
6. For 6?
For 6 damage.
Okay, again, your sickle just comes across for a decapitation slice and goes 2/3 of the way through its neck and gets stuck. And you can hear it's screeching, but it's still alive only because you did not finish that strike.
And that is Scales' turn.
Scales, your arm and your sickle are stuck. Mazzello.
He's like, what's taking him so long? Just heads back over. What are you guys up to?
Killing this thing.
You see the most horrific sight. Like Scales is just like his sickle is like wedged 2/3 of the way through this horrific looking creature's neck, and Scales is like, die! It won't die.
My God, you guys. Take your time, huh?
Thanks for the follow, the OKS GM. Anything else you'd like to do, Mazzello?
That's what I could do. I had to use my action to get there.
Okay, Robert.
Can I attempt to hide from this thing?
Yeah, of course you can.
I'm gonna fish for advantage. So I'm gonna hide, ready my weapons.
Yeah.
It's a stealth check. 15?
Yeah. Let's see.
And then
hold on. Let's see what its PP is.
If it's a passive of over 15, I'll be fair play.
It's 11, so you're grand.
Yeah. It's also missing an eye, so.
Okay.
And half a neck.
Yeah, I don't think it's big things to be worried about.
Already both the ghostly daggers. I remember exactly where it is. I'm gonna dive out behind the door and chuck them both at him right away.
Go. 2 attacks.
Max Payne bullet time style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 hit.
And okay, 2 attacks. That was not okay. So that's the first one.
One.
Ghostly Dagger's 12 misses.
No, it's a 25 because
25 hits.
And can I make him do the DC 13 Constitution save?
You don't need to because 6 points of damage. Tell me how this thing meets its end.
So basically, he fires the daggers from the points of his fists, kind of like almost Iron Man style, and they just go straight into the guy's eyes.
Nice.
Or where his eye sockets would be.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's
okay, cool. See, and it's these spectral daggers shoot around and just weave their way through Scales and Orixium and Derek and just end up in this thing's eye sockets. And it's for a second, Orixium, Derek, and Scales. Robert, you don't see this, but the three of you see these ghostly daggers shoot through, and the second they hit the eye sockets, they materialize in perfect steel, and then they're gone again. And whatever was in there, it's just like destroyed. And for a sec, it drops to one knee. It's like just drops, and it is dead.
Again.
And just because I'm a goblin for dice, it's only fair that the sneak attack is also applied. So.
Thank God you rolled that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so there we are. So nicely done. Yeah, so this thing is
There's still this...
it's in a heap. There's like the chains are slightly rattling.
Oh.
Are we still on initiative?
No, you're out of you were out of initiative. Chains are slightly rattling.
I'm just gonna walk in. So
on the coffin where Derek's standing on.
Yeah.
Should I open it?
Thank you.
No.
Lamud, give me an investigation check.
Are
you still wild shape?
I'm still staying in wild shape.
Okay.
Can I give you a perception check? I would like to try and sniff out if there's anything that might be lurking around here or
lurking around here where?
In the room, hiding somewhere.
In the room, yeah. I mean,
so can I smell something or hear something?
Yeah, I mean, same way like dogs react and cats react to ghosts. Yeah, there's something that's getting your hackles up, and it's inside the coffin.
Can I?
I'm just gonna stand in the corner, standing up, just growling at the coffin.
Yeah, you're not happy.
I'm gonna drop a first level slot and do detect magic.
I'll also do an investigation check to see if I can find any of the runestones in the room.
Okay.
Is anyone going to stop Scales from opening the rattling thing?
Yeah, I would definitely be stopping you.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go with the detect magic first.
I'll pop in the chat if you need.
The chains are magic, and they are rife with abjuration magic.
I don't think that thing's going anywhere. We're getting out of that cage.
There's magic over here underneath, behind the direwolf's arse.
What's cool?
If it fits, I sit.
Give me 1 second now. Enchantment.
Enchantment magic. Okay, so it means it's like a charmed effect or an illusion. Or no, not illusion. Illusion.
Not necessarily.
Usually, yeah. Yeah, don't go near the chains. There's abjuration magic coming off it. Means they're enchanted probably to keep whatever is in there in.
There's another item down beside Lamud that radiates enchantment.
No, I meant like the chains are enchanted with abjuration. Yeah.
Cool.
And they're probably keep. I don't think whatever is in there can get out without us moving those chains. And then Rand will walk over to Lamud and he'll kind of like do that thing where you kind of try to shoot the dog over a small bit when it's like sitting in front of like a press that you're trying to get into or something. It's like, move. And you'll look in the corner, see what was under the mud.
Please
Pair of
fucking buy him.
boots.
Pair of boots. Okay.
Pair of boots. I will send them to you now.
They're magic boots. So I already have a pair of.
Shoot them into the Discord. Yeah, I'll send them to you.
I haven't identified these yet, though.
Nope.
Like, that's
They are like a pair of like flame red. They're very kind of thespian looking. They're like kind of like spiky toed, flame red boots.
Friend's gonna look at them, and he's gonna look back at like Robert and like the previous party members, and he's like, "This feels like some sort of sick joke that there's boots that are like on fire, and I'm the one who finds them."
But can I open the chest yet?
I don't think you should open whatever
You
that is
can.
ever.
You can. Do you want to?
No.
Well, I'm asking
I
the
would
rest
love
of
you
them,
to.
should I? And they're all saying no. So
Derek is still on top of the chase.
Lamud is gonna, push past everyone up to behind Scales, grab the back of Scales' pants, and pull out one.
no scales.
Can I make a hole just big enough in the coffin, in the top of the coffin, to just continuously sacred flame this creature inside until it's dead?
You can certainly try to physically bore a hole in the coffin if you want to.
Does anyone have like a smithing kit or something?
Did I find the rune stone with my investigation check?
You did not. So what I will
I don't
say
have to
to
do one.
Mazelu, if you want to do this, it will probably take about 10 minutes to carve through the wooden part of this coffin.
In my system.
You can. It will take 5 minutes now.
Okay.
That's fine. Just big enough that I can, cast, radiant, or not radiant flame. What's it called?
Sacred flame.
Flame.
Sacred flame through the hole
Yeah,
to kill the
cool.
creature.
What
Yeah,
creature?
like as soon as there's a hole put in the coffin, it's gonna get out though.
What creature?
Whatever's in this coffin.
Okay, no worries.
Scales, in an attempt to be good, is going to pull out his widget spinner that he got like a while ago, and he's going to be like, "No, Scales, you stand here and you play with your thing and you don't do anything. They're going to do everything they need to do."
Scales is
Scales
painfully
just
reliable right now.
Scales just picks up Ren and starts like
Spinning
flipping
him.
him in the air like a
Spinning him.
Anyone who wants to
Instead
do
of-
anything
instead of
within the 5
making widgets.
minutes that it's going to take the two guys to burrow through the top of this coffin?
Nope.
Yep,
Scales
play with
is-
my widget spinner.
Okay, anything
You
else?
mean
No?
wizard?
Brixium wants to check out this gargoyle.
Yeah, Renal actually.
Okay, decorative only.
What's this in the corner there as well? It's just rubble or
Right here,
yeah.
rubble.
Okay.
As your
I'll
digging
keep an eye
tools
out for
go
the-
through, and you feel that moment where you're hammering, and then whatever point, if it's a chisel or a dagger or whatever, goes through. You hear this screech as this incorporeal creature emerges from the coffin.
Oh, man, never dig holes in coffins.
You will
and
never know.
It begins to attack. So I think it's
Fair
good,
enough.
probably good time to finish it, and we'll
Next
start
time.
again. And what I will do is I'll shift see this little bastard.
Oh, he's a pirate. He's a pirate skeleton
It's
king.
it's a bone shard wraith.
Oh.
Oh,
And,
no. They are weak to hugs.
what's that?
They are weak to hugs.
Any form of love, they suddenly melt.
My friends. So yeah, look, thanks everyone for sticking with us, and we will see you in 2 weeks' time as you guys investigate the graveyard of Zanikster.